Are you like all of us and wish that sports betting was legal in Minnesota? Well, do I have the app for you? The Better Edge app is a legal online social betting marketplace that allows you to post and engage with other sports betting fans and place no commission positions in an online marketplace. It works. You basically bet with other people, like horrible bettors such as ourselves, all of us. You can take all of our money every week if you want to. And we can even get you a head start. If you use code 10K at betteredge.com, you can get a free $20 when you sign up and verify your ID. Once again, that is 10K at bettoredge.com and get a free $20.
On this episode of It's a Bit, we're joined by Eli from State of Skol, the Vikings podcast. There's been a lot of drama with the paintball gauntlet and some other stuff he's been involved in, so we're going to talk both that and obviously the Vikings playoff game is coming up this weekend. We're also going to do our bits of the week as always and end the show with listener Q&A. So all that and more on It's a Bit.
You're listening to the It's a Bit podcast presented by 10,000 Takes.
You just made the roster.
Janine empire called 10,000 Takes.
Fucking like that?
Hey, you know those guys that do 10,000 takes? They do some funny bits, right?
They're good. They're funny dudes.
Yeah.
10,000 take.
All right, welcome back to another episode of It's a Bit presented by 10,000 Takes. My name is Bossman, joined by journalist Jake, producer Cam, and Wags. And the paintball gauntlet has been decided. There was obviously a little bit of drama with the Damar Hamlin situation. We're very thankful he's healthy and kicking it again. But obviously that threw a bit of a fork in a lot of fantasy football leagues. So we decided on Jamar Chase Week 18 stats for Wild Takes. They ended up scoring more points than State of Skol and ultimately sending State of Skol to the gauntlet round. Now, there was some drama around that via Twitter, if you follow all of us idiots on there, any of the 10K guys and gals. And we're going to discuss it with the guy himself who was calling the protests and the conspiracy, Mr. EP10K, the guy who gets noticed at bars all the time, right, Jake?
Yeah, he's getting noticed all the time, and
it's always by us.
Well,
oh my God, is that Eli from State of Skol?
It counts. I try to get pictures with him, and he doesn't want to get a picture with me for whatever reason.
He's big timing you.
Yeah, he's just big timing me. That's what he says I do to him. So it doesn't make any sense. But we're giving him the spotlight. I mean, he always talks about how he wants to come in this damn podcast and State of Skol this, State of Skol that. Well, here you go.
He finally gets his fucking wish, and I
Gosh.
guarantee you by the end of this podcast, he's going to wish he never came on.
Yeah. Well, he also gets an incredible gauntlet opportunity. And like I said, we're going to talk about this, but we were talking about it on Sunday. We're like, if it was us doing the gauntlet, we would look at it as a positive. Like, This is going to be terrible and painful, but it's going to be funny content, and it's going to further elevate our brand and our show. So we totally were fine doing the gauntlet, disclaimer. We were never going to, conspiracy cheat ourselves out of it and try to big time everyone else at the company since we're the ones who run it. No, we would have ran the gauntlet just like anyone else. So we're going to get into that, but State of Skol is running the gauntlet. That is official. We'll keep you posted on the date that that's released. But anyways, let's get into bit of the week, kind of our signature funny moment or bit because we call everything around here a bit. By the way, we have the Wild game pulled up. Why is Boldy in the penalty box already?
He stuck his leg out, clear trip
God
to.
damn it.
Look, he looked like he really got hurt there.
That's
too.
bullshit.
Jake, you can't stick out your leg like that.
He was just trying to make a hockey play.
Was it
And
to
then he
Pan-
tears someone's ACL.
Oh, he should have done that to Panarin, though. I hate Panarin.
Panarin, Brad?
Only because he never hits
Who did he
props
trip?
whenever I bet on him.
Same.
72.
I don't know. I didn't
Louise.
recognize his
I don't
name.
know who that is.
Fuck
That's
him.
Revo's replacement.
He's a nobody.
By the way, too, Revo bit. I'm just going to kick it off. Revo bit, not even planned. He just hit an aggressive amount of smelling salts on the bench before the game. I mean, he put that thing up to his nose, took 3 deep inhales. Like when they go to the doctor, they say breathe in. He just did that 4 times.
And he didn't even flinch.
With the bottle up to like the tip of his nose. Like he couldn't shove the bottle any further.
That's why he's the biggest beauty in the league.
100%. We had Minnesota Wild GM Bill Guerin in here trying to hit our smelling salts once, and he almost fell to the floor. They were so powerful. So
Yeah, that's a genuine hockey guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but Revo is maybe the full hockey guy.
he is the full picture. But let's start with you, producer Cam. What's your bit this week?
Everyone buckle up. My bit of the week is this real life bit. So, Sunday we all decided to go to the Wild game. I drove because I had to work the next day, and the Wild game gets over. We go to the bar, watch the end of the Packer game, whatever. I drive Jake and Jack home. I have another friend with me, and I drop Jake and Jack off at home, full well knowing that I was going to come back after I dropped my friend off. Dropped him off, came back. every fucking door in the house is locked. I pay rent here. I live here. I didn't have a key at this point. I'm banging on the window. I'm ringing the doorbell 50 fucking times. I'm calling Jake like 35 times because I know it's him. Because he locks we have a code to get into our garage. And then we have a door from the garage to the house, like a normal house. And he locks it. I had no way to get in. I was stuck in the driveway. At this point, it was like 12:30 in the morning.
And so you're calling Jake. You're trying
Calling
to do whatever
everyone.
you can to get in.
Calling everyone.
Are you throwing like snowballs at Jake's window?
I was
waking
throwing
up.
snowballs. I was throwing ice
I
balls
wasn't
at Jake's
waking
window.
up either.
And this was right after the Wild game, so you guys were both drinking a lot, right?
Jake was
So-
shit-faced.
Yeah.
I don't remember locking the door.
Clearly. So I was sitting in my truck. I'm like, what am I going to do? And Donnie, and I had to go to the fucking airport because that's where Donnie works. I go to the airport. I get there at like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, well, at this point, I'm not going to fucking work because I'm going to have no sleep. There's no way. So I grabbed the key from Donnie, and he's like, well, do you want to tour the Delta hangar? I'm like, yeah, sure. Hopefully don't listen to this because it might get him fired. But we go in there, and he gives me a tour. He's like, yeah, we just hired this new pilot. He just doesn't have his stuff yet. So
This guy's wearing a Ryan Reeves jersey
I'm wearing a wild
and
I
jeans
saw the
and a
story.
stocking
Oh my
hat.
a
God.
Reeves
goodness.
jersey inside the big-ass Delta hangar that you can see from 494. So I take a tour. I grab the key. I go home. I finally get back home at like 2:45 in the morning. And I'm just like, I fucking hate you, Jake. You're
Yeah,
the
well,
worst. And then Jake texts me in the morning. He's like, dude, I feel so bad. Didn't respond.
Okay,
Well,
well, I think we also have to
I
go
just
back.
didn't remember. was
So
on
you were
purpose.
obviously texting in the group chat
Yeah.
like a shit ton, and then in the morning, both Jake and Jack deny having any wrongdoing.
Yeah, at first,
Well,
Jake tried to fucking deny it.
I said I didn't remember going back to. I don't remember locking the door. My memory of walking. I know I did it, but I'm just saying.
Clearly.
When I woke up because I was still kind of groggy, I didn't want to work. I'm like looking at that. I'm like, all I remember was going in the house, filling up my water, and going to bed. And that's all I still remember. But I'm like. But then Jack said I was the first one in the house. I'm like, okay, well then I probably just turned and locked it, and I don't
Either
remember.
way,
I don't even remember doing it.
If you were the first person in the house, it still would have been you because Jack doesn't lock that door.
No,
As
I know.
any
See,
human,
that's
no
the thing.
human should ever fucking lock that door, Jake,
I locked it. Growing up, it was a habit.
for no fucking reason.
Well, I mean, someone broke into my garage when I was younger, so
Yeah, let him.
let
Let
him
him
do
do
it.
Who cares?
I mean, there's a lock on the door. I mean,
You locking that door doesn't
I know-
stop
I
him
know
from breaking
lock
into your
it.
garage.
well, no, but a lot of people don't lock that door, and a lot of robbers will target to get into a garage,
And you should never again.
and they can easily they know the garage doors can be.
I
open.
also do think
But-
if a robber has already gone through that much, they're probably just going to break a window.
Right.
Yeah, but they're gonna try to be more sleight of hand so they don't create a ruckus, so you can call the police and get them over to the house.
You know who
quicker.
created a ruckus? Me, when I rang the doorbell 50 fucking times and
Well,
you didn't
no,
wake
it's a
up.
Quiet
No one-
doorbell.
It's a very quiet doorbell in this household.
I beg to differ. And
It's
I
very
threw
quiet.
ice balls at your window.
Well, is there anything?
wasn't waking
Is there
up.
anything that Jake can do to make it up to you?
I don't know.
There's nothing I can do. I was shit-faced drunk. Donnie has had so many nights where he's had to work from 7 to 5 a.m. He has never come home where he has not been able to get in the door.
Bullshit. He literally told me that this happened to him, and he had to call Jack, and Jack was already up for work, and Jack let him in.
When did
Donnie
this
told me
happen?
that this happened once. He
So
never-
it
he
happened
didn't say
once.
when, but you said never.
But to my knowledge,
This is
I
your
don't.
second offense.
I don't remember that. But if it did happen, it happened one time. It doesn't
know-
happen. You make it seem like this happens all the time.
It should never happen once.
No,
I
but
missed
was
out
very,
on a whole
You
day of
got to
work.
realize I was very drunk. If I wasn't drunk,
That's not an excuse.
if I wasn't drunk, I would have been like, Cam just dropped me off and he just left. I'm not
That's
going to
an
lock this door.
excuse. The fact that you're trying to come up with an excuse right now
No,
hurts.
I'm saying if I was sober, I wouldn't have locked the door.
That's an
I
excuse.
was. How is that an excuse?
You're saying-
He's trying to justify is what you're
There's-
saying.
there's-
No,
no
I
justifying.
I locked it and I was drunk and it was a wrong decision. I'm just saying if I was sober, I would have been like, oh yeah, you're acting like right now. I was knowledgeable.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now we're turning the
The
tables.
fingers are
No,
starting to point.
No, you're acting like I was knowledgeable and aware that you just dropped me off.
Right.
I wasn't.
I get that, but at the
I
same
was
time,
practically in a dream sleep state. I was
at the
so
same time, you
fucked
don't
up
even
for
have to
a
state that.
Sunday.
You just say, "Yeah, I fucked up. I won't."
No,
do it
I
again."
did. I fucked up, and I shouldn't have locked the door. But I
Left
don't
hand
remember
up,
locking
Jake.
the
Left
door.
hand
Yeah.
up. You fucked up. Left hand
I don't
up.
remember locking the door. You act like I was 100% sober and aware that you were outside of the house and you couldn't get in.
think
That's what
Jake
you're
might
making
have to
me
be the
seem
one to
like.
He's
snowball
not.
the
He's
rest
he's
of the
acting
winter.
like he got home past midnight and all
Yeah.
the doors are locked. Then he had to go
and
drive 30 minutes to the airport and come back.
And he just even said that. I sent him a text the next morning. I'm sorry, I feel bad. I locked the door. What are we
Jake,
trying to argue
I
here?
lost my fucking mind. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna have a panic attack.
Yeah,
was
that
so
sucks. I'd be very upset too.
Yeah, that does suck.
I'm just saying.
Cam,
I was not in. I don't even remember locking the door.
Cam,
That's how fucked up in a state I was. I don't remember locking the door.
I think the only thing you can do to make this even is the next time Jake goes out, you need to get really drunk and come home before Jake, and you need to lock all the doors, but you can't tell him when you're going to do it.
Yeah, and I could just be like, "Oh, it was my bad. I was super drunk. I don't remember."
Yeah, but you'll remember doing. I would never do that on purpose.
No, that's just my bad.
Saying
but I would never do it on purpose.
He can get blacked out first, and then he won't remember it.
But Jake, I was just really drunk. It was my bad. I would have never done that sober.
But you're gonna. Well, you would never. I would never do that sober to somebody.
You're a fucking asshole.
You know what I will say though to defend Jake is
I wouldn't remember anything.
I lived in a fraternity house in college. I've lived with some crazy people. Zane has as well, and has seen some insane stuff happen when people are blackout. At least when Jake is fucked up, he does something responsible.
Yes, he reverts to safety.
Yeah, that's true.
At least he didn't get blacked out and break a window.
Well, and growing up in my household, we locked the garage door. That's how I grew up.
Oh yeah,
that's just the way
almost
it goes.
every.
Did you also leave lights on growing up too?
Yeah.
Is that a part of the habit?
No.
Wally, I guarantee you, is on his ass about the lights and locking doors.
He was on my ass all the time about leaving lights on.
And obviously, I'm not I don't fucking hate Jake. I'm still.
No,
you should.
I'm not mad at him. You should fist fight.
No, you said you hate me. So
no, I
we're
don't.
Fine.
I've talked to you since we're good, but you fucked up.
Well, of course I did. I never denied that I didn't fuck up. I just don't remember locking the door. So that's just
an excuse. You could just say I fucked up and moved on.
I said I fucked up.
No, then you just said you don't. Whatever.
But that's the truth. I don't remember locking it. That's just the facts. I don't remember I'm trying to go back in my memory.
You two need to hug this out.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
No. If this was Andy, I'd say give me a hug.
Wait, so you want to hug Andy?
Yeah, because it'd creep him out.
Okay.
Or Eli. When Eli gets here, I'll say, give me a hug.
Yeah,
all right.
I like how we shared a blog about Andy today on our website, 10K Takes MN, and then Jack quote tweeted it saying, because we had the picture of Andy as the picture of the blog, and Jack quote tweeted it saying, Elon Musk might shut our Twitter account down for this.
Yeah, for this cover image.
Yes.
Also, I feel bad for Andy, so I'm gonna acknowledge this, but I saw him on a Twitter space by himself, saying, "I'm predicting the score of the Minnesota Wild game." And I was going to join it and say, fuck you, you're going to say the Rangers are going to win. I don't want to be part of this anymore, and I'd leave it. Because that's what he was going to do. He was trying to create a Twitter space and get all these Wild fans to join, and then because he's the biggest hater in Minnesota, he was going to be like, the Rangers are going to win 6-2. And then he wouldn't have let anyone else talk, and then he would have made them sad. So.
Yeah.
Don't take that bait if you're listening.
I think Twitter Spaces is dying, man. State of Skol tried to run one. I think last Friday. No one joined either.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I heard they shut it down, and I was like, thank God, because they need to be.
No, you can still. I still see people trying to make them.
It's just some of the people those things attract. It's not good for the society.
There's some
to put some of these people together to talk. So I wasn't upset by that.
It does more harm than good.
A lot of porn guys.
A lot of porn guys.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Wags. What do you got for a bit?
I got the tough guy bit. This is in reference to last Sunday night. The Green Bay Packers lost to the Detroit Lions. It's the Green Bay Packers getting eliminated is always one of my favorite days of the year. So that was great to see. But Quay Walker valiantly defended himself from a rogue Lions trainer, and obviously that's sarcastic, but Quay Walker, for no fucking reason, I guess the trainer touched him, and so he decides to fucking shove the guy. Then number 95 on the Packers gets in his face as well, all during the week where a trainer saved another NFL player's life. It was one of the weirdest and wildest things I've ever seen in the NFL.
Yeah, and he chose an especially a bad time to disrespect trainers, considering a group of trainers in Buffalo saved a man's life last week.
Yeah.
So, we're in the state of okay, we're not going to take trainers for granted anymore because they're literally heroes on the field. And Quay Walker just said, fuck that, and just shoves one.
It's like what? He saw the trainer was wearing Detroit Lions colors, so that meant the trainer was his enemy.
So he just did football at the wrong time.
Just at the very wrong time.
Yeah, he thought he was hitting someone who was part of the Lions organization. Unfortunately, that person was not wearing pads or a player, and he threw a bit of a bitch fit in the tunnel, which was debatably, I think, the greatest meme.
Like a toddler.
Listen to this. It's January 10th. I think it's going to be hard to top that video this year for Video of the Year.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's a bold prediction 10 days into the year. I think it's going to be hard to top that in terms of a memeable sports moments, especially for Minnesota sports fans. It would have to be it would have to be like a championship celebration of someone freaking out is what is going to top that video.
Yeah, you can even see Quay in that video mouthing, "I didn't even do anything, man." Like, he was
Yeah.
still walking up
Yeah.
the tunnel. He was
delusional.
still bitching about it.
And at least LaFleur, it cuts to LaFleur, and he's just with his pointer finger
fucking smart.
smashing his brain. Like,
Yes.
be fucking smarter than that.
Well, that whole play was absolutely ridiculous. You got Swift, the Lions running back, getting elbowed right to the face,
Yeah.
right? So that's why the trainers were coming out there. Then you have Quay Walker shoving the trainer, and then you have 95 on the Packers, who not many people talked about, like started backing up Walker and chest bumped the trainer.
Yeah.
It was just
Bunch of
all around.
scumbags.
It was all around one of the dirtiest dirtiest sequences I've ever seen, and I'm glad it happened to the Green Bay Packers.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's Green Bay. Didn't he do something earlier in the year too?
Yeah, so he shoved an assistant coach on the Bills
Yeah, that's
sideline,
right.
and he got
Moron.
ejected.
And
from
wasn't
game
that
as
on
well.
Sunday Night
That
Football?
was on Sunday Night
Dude,
Football.
they need to
as
start
well.
sitting his ass on Sunday Night Football.
Bro, you're an adult.
Well, and here's the thing too. Like, he's actually a good football player. They need him on the field.
He's a rookie, right?
Yeah, he is a rookie.
Not a good start to your image, at least.
I saw LaFleur said in his press conference, "I have never once seen a single player get ejected twice like that in the same season. I think it is the most disrespectful thing in the world."
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Why are you shoving people who aren't on the team?
Exactly.
You're doing
You're doing football at the wrong time.
You're
not-
doing football to the wrong people.
Yes.
Or he's
Correct
starting-
team that you're doing football to. You shouldn't be doing football
the
to
wrong
your
people.
Yeah, to your own team. Just you're doing it to the wrong type of person.
Green Bay's just a bunch of scumbags. Quay Walker, scumbag. 95, scumbag. Rogers, scumbag.
Going to the Colts.
And
might
Jair
be-
Alexander, scumbag.
I think the
True.
entire team is starting to imitate the behaviors they see of their fans outside of the stadium at maybe local bars and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
They're imitating
Yeah.
the behaviors of the people of Green Bay. And really, you guys should just be mature and stick to football on the football
I think Green
field
Bay
against
just wants
football
to.
players.
They just want to be Philly so bad.
Yeah.
They do.
They're
they
Philly
do.
from Wichita.
But they're still part of us. They're still part of the Midwest. They can't.
Yeah.
That ain't them.
No.
You're not that guy, pal.
Even Lil Wayne's turning on the Packers. You love to see it.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Well, he said at the beginning of the year he's done with 12.
I'm done with 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, like
I
I
don't
said,
think he's leaving.
like I said on the show last week, and my Packers fans disagreed with this, but I thought that if the Packers would have won that game and they'd be in the playoffs, everyone would be back on 12.
Yep.
And it would be 12, 12, 12 until 12 can't even fucking walk anymore. But they lost, and I heard the Packers fan line was just raving, which
Yes.
I'm pretty upset I missed that. But if Rodgers wants to stay there, I guess he can stay there, right? They're locked into that.
Yeah,
It's up to him.
Did
Yeah.
he sign like a 4-year extension in the
Yeah.
offseason last
Does it
offseason?
have a no trade clause though? I don't know.
It does, but I mean, Rodgers would waive
can
that
waive
to
it.
go to
Oh,
a good
he's
team.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers is gonna go to Vegas, I think.
I'm Aaron Rodgers.
That's a lot of people say Brady's going to Vegas.
I think Rodgers back with Devontae in Vegas. It makes too much sense.
They think
Yeah.
Brady's going to go to Vegas.
Yeah, he
Not
almost
back to Vegas,
he almost
but-
went to. Remember, Dana White told the story saying that he had Tom Brady ready to go to Las Vegas, and it was nixed because they liked Carr too much
Oh,
at the
Oh.
time. Yeah.
right at the that makes
And so
sense.
that,
A few years ago.
remember, there's that famous saying of Tom Brady being like, "I was like, you're gonna choose that motherfucker over me." That
Yeah.
was literally in
Right.
reference to.
Yeah,
the
I mean
Raiders.
Vegas is really good at fucking stuff up, so I'm not surprised by
why,
that.
And if McDaniels is down there too, and he obviously has a history with Tom Brady, so he's gonna suck up to him, and that's probably why he's benching Derek Carr. It's all a plan and scheme to get Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Because Tom is definitely going to leave Tampa Bay. That's
Yeah.
what it seems like. But
Is that what they're saying? And he's not retiring.
no, I don't really know what the truth is, but a lot of people think he's going to want to leave.
Yeah, well, here are
Yeah.
the facts. He's 40, soon to be 46,
Yeah.
right? And the team that he's on is 8-9. They're the same record
Yeah.
as the right 8-9, the same record as the Packers. So
Yeah.
Or 9-8. Yeah,
Not-
it doesn't matter.
no, yeah,
But
I'm
they
pretty
won
sure
the
they have a losing
division.
record,
Yeah,
yeah.
they won the division. Yeah, double check that, verify that. But I think they either way they have a horrible record.
yeah,
for
they're
a division winner.
8-9. Okay,
And
And
all
the
he has
division.
is Mike Evans.
and they have a better odds according to Vegas to win the Super Bowl than the Minnesota Vikings.
That's ridiculous.
It's because it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It's one.
It's got
It's
the
actually two
panache.
people. It's Tom Brady and it's Mike Evans.
Yeah.
But they have Todd Bowles as a head coach,
And Leonard Fournette.
He is a moron.
he is not him.
You know,
Oh.
quote unquote, not him. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, journalist Jake, what do you got as a bit?
I have the Chair Left Beers bit. This is particularly, I don't know if this is just a thing with a lot of Minnesota hills, and if you want to call them even mountains in Minnesota. Well, there's some, Lutsen. But I went snowboarding last weekend, and first off, we started drinking spotted cows in the parking lot, and we got yelled at, saying by some lady that said, "I work here, and you can get kicked out of here for drinking." We're like, we're in the fucking parking lot. How is this an issue? We're tailgating before we're going out here. There's no kids around, okay? So we get yelled at for that. So we're like, well, we're going to have to sneak in a bunch of beers. And so I look like I have fucking huge, like, RPG shells coming out of my pockets as I'm walking up to the chairlift, and we gotta, we can't drink them anywhere else. I don't even think this place I was at sold. Oh, they sold alcohol, but you had to be inside at the bar area. And so if we wanted to drink near the slopes or on the slopes, we may or may not have allegedly snuck them in and popped open these beers on the way up on the chairlift. But the thing is, you can't sit there and just soak in the beer and relax and have a good time. You got to chug that fucker before you hit to the top of the chairlift, or else obviously the operator is going to see you. So a couple times on that Beers 3 or 4, allegedly, you're sitting there relaxing, and all of a sudden, like, oh shit, there's the operator booth. You have to chug half of that beer, and then you have to go down the hill, then more inebriated, allegedly.
Were you at like the place that like in high school we'd go to?
No.
Okay. I just
I
want.
don't know. I don't want to call this place out.
Yes. Okay. I just want to know where you were.
But it was a fun place still, regardless. Good runs and stuff for a Minnesota spot, but they were just obviously super strict about the alcohol consumption, and obviously so. But I mean, you do have a bar there. Why can't you more so drink in the parking lot, which would be fun?
Because they want you buying their booze.
Exactly. That's probably exactly what the fuck it is. It's not about the safety. It's about the money. But it's funny because Chairlift Beers, the Chairlift Beers bid is not only just simply sneaking in beers and having a beer. You got to chug that fucker before you get to the top, or else, I mean, you're going to get kicked out. You can't be going down a hill with 2 beers in your hands.
So what, do you chug it and then you shove the empties in your pockets?
Yep.
Quick? Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Also, if you don't own that ski resort, why are you going the extra
Why do you
mile?
care? Yeah.
Why?
You do not
no
get paid
one who
enough.
has ever been a shift worker and not an owner anywhere has ever done anything to go the extra mile for their business, like to the point where you're on your way out, you're ready to go home, you just clocked out, you want nothing to do with that place. Now, a normal person is not going to stop and keep doing their job in the parking lot. That's where the shift ends.
That's the Karen
This is the
energy.
part-
yeah.
right?
So that's clearly a Karen move.
It's where she has the tiniest bit of power at work, and she's going to enforce it the second she's on the property.
It's just
because
like,
she knows when she gets in that car, she's back to being just like everybody else.
Yeah, so that was kind of weird because we were in like the back of the parking lot. No one was really around us. It's like, calm the fuck down. We're literally, come on. And that kind of reminds me of that. I just saw a video recently of like a couple trying to propose at Disney World. I don't know if you saw that video.
What?
And they're proposing on apparently an unrestricted space,
Yes,
and
I
that
saw
and that
that.
fucking stupid employee walks in and ruins the proposal and says, "No, you can do it at the bottom of the stairs, but you can't do it up here." Like,
That's
what kind of
ridiculous.
power? Like,
You know,
just let him go.
in the middle of literally, he's doing it. Will you marry me? As soon as
Yep.
he says that, the guy comes in. You cannot do this here. You cannot.
Yep.
And then
he
the
goes-
guy
He
turns.
points it down at the bottom of the stairs. You can do it down here.
The guy turns. Can I finish? And he's like, you can finish it down there.
Yep. And then he had to do it, and the whole proposal was fucked up. Like, it was a magical
at that
experience.
point, who scored? Erickson
Is
Eck?
it Ariak? I don't know, Mary.
At that point, cancel the wedding
know.
because if you're starting the marriage off on that foot, it's only downhill from there.
Yeah.
And Disney too. Disney's a corrupt organization.
Yeah.
Like you hear fucked up stories about
They're
things,
Nazis.
people who go to Disney, things that happen at Disney, and people who work at Disney. You hear this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
This is a side note, but Disney adults terrify me.
Yeah.
Like,
Disney
I agree
adult
with
you
that.
bit.
you can like Disney movies and watch them all the time. That's cool. But when you go to Disney World and like start crying tears of joy, and you have the fucking like Mickey Mouse ears on, like,
Dude,
you're scary.
I was saying if
agree. I
I'm
agree
dating,
with that.
if I'm ever dating a woman and we go to Disney World and she starts wearing the hats and starts freaking out, I'm like, okay, this is a corrupt relationship right now. This can't happen.
you tell me though, if she's a 10 out of 10, you're not putting the ears on because I am.
I probably
I'm putting
would.
the ears on.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not going to be happy about it.
But those people are crazy, like the adults.
And you're gonna pay $55 for those ears.
Yeah, that's the other thing. People don't get, like, people think Disney is this great magical like thing, but in all reality, it's just a company. It's just its job is to make money.
It wasn't
And
like Walt
an
Disney
evil company. Yeah.
Wasn't
Right.
he extremely racist?
Yeah, very
Anti-Semitic.
anti-Semitic.
John
Yeah.
he was a Nazi.
They say
Pretty
what's
much. He got cryogenically frozen.
yep.
He wants to come back in the future.
under the park.
Yeah, under the park allegedly is what they say.
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
here's
you're
the
all this
thing,
shit
though.
about Disney though.
That sounds crazy, but he had enough money to do that if he
Oh, yeah.
wanted to.
Did you guys ever follow? There was a really famous person who went viral on YouTube in like the mid 2000s who like found keys to Disney World, and they would break into the park and they would like take videos at night of them walking around and going in all these restricted areas. And I followed like this whole wormhole of it on TikTok about how this person was basically like arrested and banned from Disney World, but like they started threatening the person at their house and stuff. It was a wild story, but yeah, this like it was either a former employee of Disney or someone who found keys would just take these YouTube videos of them walking around the park, and it gets like really dark. So.
Yeah. Well, dude, Disney owns everything, man. They own ESPN. They own news services. Like they are so much more than just that fucking park.
They own the Star Wars movies.
Oh, they do. You're right. Now they do,
Lucas
yeah.
Films. Yeah.
Shit, I think they own the Illuminati at this
Oh
point.
shit, guys! I think
wouldn't be surprised.
Fuck, they just bought 10,000 takes.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh,
All right,
damn
we're
it.
done.
We're officially
All
part
right,
of Disney.
Cam, cut out all the
As of right
slander.
now.
Cut out all the slander now.
Or else we will be killed.
We'll be
Deals
back with Mickey and friends after
Yeah.
this.
the South Park bit?
Oh, with the Jonas Brothers?
Yeah.
It's classic. All right, I'll finish us off here. I have the handsome hot man bit. So I went and got my hair cut at the Great Plymouth Great Clips.
Are you bragging right now? You're a handsome hot man?
Yeah, no, it's on Friday. The older woman who cut my hair, when it was all done, she was like, "You're a handsome hot man now." And I'm like,
Fuck yeah.
"Thank you."
Thank
You know what?
That's
You,
pretty
you just
cool.
earned yourself. I was already going to give her a tip, but I'm like, you just earned yourself an extra $1.
There you go.
So-
No, it feels great
And my
to get
number.
those compliments, man.
And my number.
Yeah, she was definitely married and probably has grandchildren at this point. But I
That's
know,
what you're
Jake,
into.
That's more of your
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that
That,
is
might be a little too
You've
old.
seen you don't mess with the Zohan, right?
Yeah.
I feel like she was
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
Zohan
yeah.
you in the salon.
Yeah.
Let's cut your hair.
Well, I love too, and when they're like, "Do you want me to put product in your hair?" And you're like, "No, I'm gonna go home and shower because I'm itchy."
Yeah, I
There's
have hair
there's
everywhere.
I like
everywhere.
product.
But-
you don't get like when she's uncutting you, you don't get like a repoo.
Uh,
She'll shampoo you up and stuff.
Great
Oh,
Clips
I
is
never-
not fancy if they don't have sinks.
They don't. Oh,
Listen,
they
by the
don't.
way,
What? Does,
by
but
the
I've
way,
never
this
done
is
that.
not a slander on Great Clips. I fucking love Great Clips. I've been going there ever since I was in college. So
Yeah, I went there when I was younger. Yeah.
also official. I think it's an official sponsor of the Minnesota Wild.
They are.
How much was your haircut?
It's like $14.
yeah, they're so cheap.
They're
there.
cheap.
And they do a good. They do a good. Like
They do
people in
decent.
college used to make fun of me, like, "Oh, you're going to Great Clips, like you fucking peasant." I'm like, "Okay, they're cutting your hair."
I would never make fun of you for that.
Yeah.
I did book a mullet appointment today. $50 every time.
Flurry just
50
fucking
bucks?
whipped out his
50
cock.
bucks.
That was huge save. 50
Yeah.
bucks. That's more. That's a good price. I mean,
decent.
That's fair. Like,
I'll probably have to-
what I do to like when my girlfriend was on vacation in Puerto Rico, I was like, yeah, my hair's gotten really long. I'm going to Great Clips tomorrow, getting a haircut. And she was like, what the fuck? I got a phone call immediately. You are not going to Great Clips.
See, people treat it like it's Walmart.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's
It
a hair.
depends.
But plus, like I know for like females, it's different. There's a lot more that goes in a haircut, and for like, even a mullet, it's a lot different. But for someone who just wants their hair to be shorter than the time that they're at right now, Great Clips is a great solution to that. $14,
Yeah, I
great
just go
people,
to sports clubs.
nice people who work there.
Not
It
bad.
doesn't matter.
My sources tell me that you guys all might have to pay $50 for a haircut before a certain trip in March, though.
I no one agreed to
I
do
was-
mullets to
See,
me.
but I was
thinking about it.
I was drunk when you said that,
and
so,
you agreed.
I mean, verbally.
You're gonna pull the Jake.
There was
bit
a
now?
verbal. There was
I
a verbal agreement, but
Well, here's the thing. I would be I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I would appreciate a conversation with
Yeah.
everyone who's going.
No,
not
you're
just,
good.
Because I think I
Jack,
look good with a mullet
you
right
would.
now. I have long hair
You
right
have the
now.
hair
so.
for
I don't know if I have long enough hair.
It's going to
yet.
be a game time decision. I'll start growing it, but I'm telling you right now, my hair doesn't do stuff. Like I want it to do stuff.
Doesn't yours
do
kind
stuff.
of grow out instead of long?
Yeah. I just look.
Yeah.
I look like someone who needs to be thrown in jail.
I remember
I'm
no
serious.
cut Corona.
Rough.
The
Go back and look
Corona
at that,
bit.
and you'd understand. But
I'm
I'll
go-
try it.
I'm going full perm this year.
Oh, I'd love to see
We're
that.
getting a perm.
Dude, that
on
would
the
be
mullet.
that would be a great fit. You
And I'm
gotta
gonna-
get a perm.
I'm gonna wear a certain outfit that we may be wearing for a hockey tournament. It's gonna be fucking electric.
Oh,
Yeah, there
jeez.
may or may not be a hockey tournament that 10K is participating in that we participated in last year, and there may or may not be 7 coaches in uniforms. So we'll say
in
that.
tracksuits.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
Jake, you just ruined it.
Oh no, hey, I didn't describe the design. Or
But he doesn't
anything.
remember he was drunk.
So it's okay.
That doesn't make sense. Okay, I remember the tracksuits.
Makes a lot of
No,
sense.
Jake, I'm
Jake,
joking
it's a
about
joke.
what we joked about earlier. Calm down.
I just no, I
calm down.
I
Jake,
know
you
what you're
gotta calm
joking
down.
about, but I don't know how that applies to this. But okay,
Let's fucking go.
You are so
fucking go.
defensive. It's fucking hilarious. Because you're the first to just give shit to someone else, but then when we give it to you, you just get so defensive. I love it.
well, no, I'm up. Did I say did I or did I say I didn't lock the door?
All right.
All right, let's
Yeah,
let's go to
exactly.
commercial, and we'll be right back with Eli.
The Vikings are in the playoffs. It's an exciting time of year. Well, let's enjoy it while it lasts. So, with that being said, we 10,000 Takes are partnering with Tom's Watch Bar in downtown Minneapolis. and we'll be hosting a watch party right there at Tom's Watch Bar. It's right down there by Target Center, First Avenue, whatever it is. Look it up, Google it. We're in 2023. You can find it on your phone, map it. But on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, we'll be hosting a watch party for the Vikings playoff game against the New York Giants. The party technically starts at 3 p.m. for the 3:30 p.m. kickoff, but early arrival is definitely suggested. We'll try to get there for maybe even the noon game. So come out there, come watch with us. We're going to be having a beer chugging contest as well. There'll be some other fun activities. There'll be a DJ. Come watch the Vikings with us, 10,000 Takes at Tom's Watch Bar in Minneapolis. It's going to be fun. Skol Vikings. God bless.
All right, welcome back to It's a Bit. Thrilled to be joined by a very special guest. We have Eli from State of Skol.
The long-awaited debut.
Eli, State of Skol.
It only took 3 years.
You haven't even
3
farted
years.
10K for that long.
It's fine.
10K is barely 3 years old. What the fuck?
What are you saying? Like you're like the biggest personality at 10K?
Yeah.
He's Eli from
Behind
State of
Yeah,
Skol.
Gage.
Eli from State of Skol.
Behind Gage.
the most famous person in the Midwest.
Honestly, he should actually have that as his nickname.
Yeah, I think
All right,
so.
so let's start with what we told everyone we were going to start with, the paintball gauntlet. Are you ready to run the paintball gauntlet?
I mean, whatever. Yeah.
So what do you mean by whatever? Because you and AJ tried to play the
So,
victim
first of
on
all-
Sunday when you agreed to it.
I want to blame AJ 100%.
That's
so
fair.
Listens to
That's
this because
fair.
AJ was the manager. No one else had the login, and AJ wouldn't stop starting Herbert when Allen and Williams were out, and Herbert was terrible, and when Tua was on his run. So I want that on the record.
I heard you guys also
right.
dropped Joe Burrow like week 2.
Yeah.
You're football guys. You're
Yeah,
supposed to be the football
AJ
podcast.
did. AJ, but and who was involved?
AJ.
Who was involved in the Jefferson trade in this league? Who traded Jefferson for
That was
Has-beens.
Gage and Trevor. Which,
Has-beens.
collusion? It was terrible.
For third and forever, they traded.
But what was the return? I forgot.
You're the commissioner, Cam. How do you not know?
The only reason why I accepted is because at the time, based on team needs, it was close to me vetoing it because of team needs. I accepted
Yeah.
it because it
All right.
made sense.
And you know what? It did pay off. Technically, they don't have to run the gauntlet.
You
They
know
weren't
what-
even in the gauntlet
You know
game.
what's funny about this league is I know who is running the gauntlet and who finished last. Who the fuck won our league?
Who did win?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, did you guys win any?
Was it
Did,
third
did
and
we?
forever?
What's team? High risk, high
We
reward.
gotta
wow,
make a
cool.
we gotta make a prize next year, just like something.
Yeah, they're
A little trophy.
Yeah.
What we were saying all year was this year was all about not losing,
Yeah.
which you guys did. So
Yeah.
I think whatever.
So
it'll be funny.
No, but
No.
you were trying to say this went behind your back. I'm
well,
curious
I
what your
didn't-
logic was.
because I had the team chat, the fantasy chat muted, so I honestly didn't see
Well,
that.
so then don't start bitching about it.
well,
on
then I
social
saw it
media.
and I was like, oh,
Okay, well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. You guys were bitching about it in your State of
It'll-
Skol group chat that I'm in, and then all of a sudden receipts were shown on
Yeah, and then
Twitter,
everyone backpedaled.
and that group chat got real quiet.
Yep.
whatever. Also, Brian goes, I would have started Mike Evans because he had 50 points that week and he was on our bench. No, Brian would not have started. Nobody would have started Mike Evans that week.
Yeah, because most people
What did he go? 9, 9, 8, 6, 5, and then 50?
Yeah.
unreal.
Get
Yeah,
out of here.
The entire Bucks
No, it's
team
a
was a
crapshoot.
bit of a delayed
Of
fuse.
course he goes for 50 that week, too. Of course. Like, whatever.
Well,
I think it'll be...
Here, you learned your lesson. Like, not one person should be in charge of your team. It should be a team
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah.
We'll change it up next year and aim for... Well, is it good to be fast in the gauntlet or slow?
We
think?
have
I
to
think
talk
you
about
want
the
to.
details.
I think. Holy shit, Lundqvist is at the game.
And he's with Ryan Reynolds.
Dude, he looks
All right.
like a fucking model.
Yeah,
what the
he's a
fuck?
he's a
He's
good
made in a
dude.
lab.
Well, we need to make a day out of it then and just go to like Splat Tag in Hudson.
So we have
we'll
Marlo's
play paint. You can do a
Marlo's
private
cousin owns one of those type of
Oh,
things.
yeah,
that's
it's
a
like his
blast.
brother-in-law or
That's
something.
it's a
So-
blast.
So yeah, we can make a day out of it.
It's really
Eli.
fun playing pit. Yeah, so we'll make it. See, you're welcome.
Okay. No, but
Yeah, it was gonna happen either
Well,
way.
that way
You're
also
gonna get pelted.
Well, that way also they supply all the paintballs. And
Yeah. You're not
guns.
gonna. We're not gonna make you pay for anything.
Yeah.
You're already getting. If
It'll
anyone
be
has to pay for something, it would not be you.
It'll be
because
funny.
you're the one enduring the pain. So.
Whatever.
It would come out of our $1 million of funds.
Yeah.
that you state we
AJ
have.
was already relieved of his duty. He got fired before Kingsbury got fired.
Oh shit.
So
he
he
got,
Oh,
he got
really?
fired
he
before
didn't even
Black
make it
Monday.
to Black Monday. Yeah.
Tough
Oh,
luck.
jeez.
He got
So
fired
who's
right
gonna
after the
officially
game.
take over the team next year?
We're up. It's up to debate. We'll see. We got a lot of off-season moves to make.
Okay. It's like a post presser. Okay. I mean, you guys are the Vikings podcast, and you finished dead last.
Well, what happened was, I think what screwed up our whole draft was someone who, I don't know if we're allowed to say his name anymore, but he took Kirk
And you
before,
wanted Kirk?
and that threw off AJ's whole plan.
See, you can't have a plan going into a fantasy draft. You almost have to kind of. I mean, you can have an outline, but
it's a lot of kind of rolling with the punches based
Yeah.
on.
Do you know who I'm talking about that took him?
yeah, well, of
Yes.
course
Yes, we
do.
all
Yes.
do, dude.
You trying to say that
Kirk would've saved
Kirk-
us.
The reason that Kirk Cousins got took in the third round is why you finished last.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's my.
No, because if we
that
pick
your
Kirk, we
argument?
get this wide receiver.
Well, and then AJ took Dalvin like high just so we could have a Vikings guy because we're the Vikings.
sure, and that's
fair.
That's a fine pick.
It's fine. It's fine. I thought it was impressive how many games we lost.
You know what though? You know what's more impressive? I think our team lost 7 straight. We shouldn't.
Yeah, you guys were flirting with us.
We
at
shouldn't
the
have
end.
even have been in the gauntlet.
And then who
round.
killed us?
We
It
did.
was-
The
we
game
did.
before.
Yeah, the game
we beat
before.
you by over
Destroyed you.
100 points.
Fuck it up.
I said that was the best gift I could have gotten on Christmas.
Couldn't believe it.
Oh my goodness, who
You
went
know what?
off for our team that week?
Yeah,
Everybody.
Just everybody.
Literally
Just no one-
everybody. I
no
think
one-
George Kittle had like 50
Yeah,
points.
it was the dumb Kittle week. Yeah.
Yeah, he went.
You know what? It's all in good fun.
It is. And Eli, you know what? This gets to elevate the 10K SOS brand.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe you might start getting recognized at bars
I was
because
just about to say that.
that's what you want out of this, right?
But don't worry, Eli. I'm already spreading the brand for you because on New Year's Eve at Cuzzies in North Loop, I was going up to people literally saying, Eli, State of Skol.
Yes, I remember that now.
I was
okay
gonna
with
come
that?
meet you guys that night, but I didn't believe
Yeah,
you.
you
that
fucker.
Was it not? I sat in my apartment. I don't
Yeah,
like
this-
New Year's
this-
Eve.
You're an
We're-
asshole.
You didn't come for
New Year's
Zane's
Eve
birthday?
sucked. No one came out for my birthday.
That was
June.
last year, and I actually did.
Actually, I think
when
Jake
is your
did.
birthday?
June, end of June.
I actually did come out.
I
for
think
that.
Jake
yeah.
did.
Yeah, so don't be putting
That's
this on
pretty
me.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy. You're not.
Classic.
I guess we're just not buddies, Eli.
All right,
don't know.
Eli? What's the other thing you're always bitching about? About like the sidewalk not being
Well,
shoveled?
dude, you guys gotta figure that driveway out.
Have you seen it?
I agree.
It's
with,
terrible.
The driveway currently is absolutely horrible. Have
It's
you looked
bad.
at it today?
Yeah, it's bad. And
was-
now that it got a little warm, the snow's like
It was
it's
hard to walk up the driveway today.
Like, yeah.
We probably could use ice salt, but like
No.
No,
You
what-
should be
it's
able to see the
slushy right
pavement.
now,
It's
dude.
bad.
Well, yeah, that's Mother Nature's fault.
yeah.
Figure it out.
If you look at everyone else's driveway
It's-
on
it's
the
nice.
street, it's clear.
It's probably because we waited too long.
You guys look
Yeah,
like the
but-
neighborhood crackheads.
But Jack mostly did. We did put the snowblower. Or
Yeah,
whatever over
I've
the
snowblowed
sidewalk.
But you
the
were-
shit out of that.
You were
Yeah,
too
last
late. I
week.
think you missed it because it got that first coating.
That's
of
what
ice.
happened. That's what happened.
See,
Well, see, that's what happened. But it
but,
could
but,
look a
but
lot
here's the other
worse.
thing. You guys have
Could
no
look a
idea
lot
what we
worse.
went through last year. This driveway is incredible
You-
compared to what
Yeah.
we dealt with last year.
You almost
I dealt with
killed-
it last year. It is a little better, but it's still it's shit.
See,
so.
Zane and Lisa agree. It's bad right. It's bad right now because it got warm and it's like you step and your foot goes like.
Well, that's
I
because
will,
it melted.
it's been better this year. It's been a lot better this year overall. But today, walking up that driveway
Yeah, well,
was a bitch.
It got
but
warm out
It got
today.
warm out and it
So
melted.
back when it was still cold out here, because this state is so fucking bipolar, and it was frozen.
Yeah,
it was
that's-
just fine.
Yeah, it was frozen.
I agree.
You couldn't get under that layer when you were snow blowing. You could only just blow the snow off, and there was just that
Oh.
layer of hard snow and
Really
ice.
quick,
Now it melted.
while we're on the topic, someone needs to shovel by the mailbox because we
Yep.
got a very lovely note from the post office today that says they will not.
shit.
They will stop delivering mail if we do not shovel out the.
Pissed off the mailman.
Yeah.
Calm down, Eli. At least we have a driveway.
You have a package on the front step, by the way. I forgot to grab.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like a
that's
t-shirt.
my lost package that I did not get in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
FedEx
Really?
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
they
for
did.
FedEx.
Did they give you anything for it?
No,
Nope.
they just sent me the supplier through Shields just ended up sending me the free stuff.
Okay.
Or replacements for free or whatever.
Was
That's
it like
fine.
a gift that you were gonna give someone?
Yep,
Oh,
two
okay, that
gifts
sucks.
specifically.
right.
Yeah.
Well, the reason we do have you here, Eli, is because the Vikings are playing the first round of the playoffs.
Game
Calm down.
Saturday.
Please let the host ask
Sunday.
the questions, sir.
Yeah, this
He
is
doesn't know when they're playing.
Sunday at
What
3.
did I say?
Yeah, Saturday.
Well, it is a big game Saturday because
Aren't you
we're
part of a Vikings podcast?
we're Seahawks fans this week, so it is a big game Saturday.
But if the Seahawks win, wouldn't they play the Eagles? Wouldn't they be the lowest?
Yeah,
seed?
they would.
yeah, but then we
dumbass.
wouldn't go to San Fran. We'd have a home
Yeah.
game.
Okay,
there.
Okay, I have this
You're
rule.
right.
I have this rule of thumb, especially as a Minnesota sports fan. Who gives a fuck about who wins around the
true. We
league?
gotta
You
win.
need to get past the first
Yeah.
round.
True.
Gotta win.
Yeah, we got to win the wild card.
Let's focus on us first.
Yeah.
We're playing the Giants, and I'm not gonna. Were you at the Giants game when
Yeah.
they played New Year's?
No,
or on,
I was. That
Christmas
was
Eve?
Christmas Day. I couldn't
Okay,
go that
Jake-
Christmas. You guys went. You guys
Jake
went,
and I
right?
were there, and don't get me wrong, the game came down to the wire. But I feel like the Giants had to do a lot to
Yeah,
do
we
that.
were never really like I was never worried we were gonna lose.
Neither was I.
Like-
Like not only did they have to go down and make a drive to score a touchdown to tie it at the end, but they also had to get a 2-point conversion
Yeah.
just to tie it. And then obviously we had to get a really long field goal to win. But for the majority of that game, and I had a lot of beers, so I could be misremembering, I was not feeling overly scared.
No, was that when the guy was standing up in front of you guys wearing like a random
Yep.
jersey?
He was wearing a Timberwolves jersey during the whiteout. He got in a fight with a bunch in front of Cam and I. It was hilarious.
Classic.
Was he wearing a blue? It wasn't a white Timberwolves jersey, was it? Or
It was
at least
a
white?
deep blue
That
navy.
makes no
yeah.
sense.
And then he had a red hat on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He basically looked like a Giants fan.
I don't think he knew where he was. I think he
That's
thought he was
funny.
going to a Timberwolves
He had
game.
I also noticed when I was editing the clip, he had an AirPod in.
Yes, one random
Just
AirPod.
one?
What the fuck are you listening to?
Just one?
What a weird dude.
Unless you're like one of those
funny.
people who listens to the game on the radio.
I doubt
But he
a guy-
doesn't look like one of those
Yeah.
guys. He looked like he was listening to some fucked up music
Yeah.
probably.
Well, and also, like, you're at the game, the radio might be ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. Well, dude,
You never know.
hey, last time I was at the Wild game, I texted Fallness. I said, "Hey, I heard the radio is 5 seconds ahead. I need you to let me know when the Wild scores so I can get a video of it in person."
There you
Dude,
go.
there was a guy's off topic. There was a guy during the playoff game, Wild playoff series last year that was wearing AirPods, and we were at Tom Reed's watching it. So there's a delay when you're watching at a bar, and he cheered. He was like, it was when the only playoff game we won, and he's like, "Fuck yeah!" And then like 30 seconds later, they scored, and everyone looked at them
Oh,
like,
that's
"What are
a
you doing?
dick
Why would you
move.
go to
Yeah,
a
why are you at
restaurant
Tom
wearing,
Reed's
listening
wearing
to the radio?
AirPods?
There's
That makes
also
sense.
there's also a way you can
Sit.
sync the two up as well.
Yeah.
I think you might have to do that on TV, but
Well,
there also might be a way to do it on radio where you can line up the TV and the radio so you don't ruin it for everyone else there.
Yeah, there's no reason for that guy. Why are you wearing those?
Yeah,
you
that's
weirdo.
that's a dick move.
But anyways, yeah, I don't think
Score prediction, Eli.
we could.
Oh wait, really quick, the official State of Skol prediction.
The Taco Bell player of the week,
Baja Blast.
Blast guy. You're gonna get written up or get an
Why
Cease
we're
and
giving him
desist.
free?
Cease and desist.
We're giving him free advertising.
Club, yeah.
I want this to be like the first game we score 40 points, and I can't say a ridiculous prediction. I think it's gonna be like 29 to 24.
I love that you
24.
You go from they're going to score 40 to 29 to 24.
Because I want them to.
Yeah.
29 now. How the hell did you get that number?
I don't
Yeah.
know, because throw a couple darts in there.
Throw a couple of darts.
Pat P will block an extra point. We'll return it for 2.
Safety is thrown in somewhere in there. Or
Somewhere.
We're
what?
gonna
Yeah.
sprinkle in his safety,
Okay.
maybe a couple missed extra points from Greg Joseph.
Yep.
I, for one, have seen everyone from Colin Cowherd to all the ESPN pundits. They're picking the Giants this game. A lot of them are. And, like, both of these teams...
Vikings choke.
Both of these teams have played games that have gone down to the wire. I would not be surprised if the Vikings or the Giants blow out the other team.
I
this
wouldn't be
game.
surprised
I really
either.
wouldn't.
I also think, objectively speaking, it's really hard to put your hard-earned money on Daniel Jones in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the road.
But,
the road.
but you look too, his best game he's ever played was against Minnesota
Yeah,
in
he-
this stadium.
In a whiteout environment on Christmas
He's
Eve.
a fast little bastard, Danny Dimes.
He
He's a
is.
little
He
squirmy
is.
little
Just
dude.
zoom. But it's like, what? Come on, you can't let Hodgins do what he did against us on the whiteout. Like, I'm not scared of Richie James.
You're not scared of Saquon Barkley?
I like Barkley's scary,
No.
He's terrifying.
but his quads are the size of just that. Who's the announcer that likes his quads? Is it Buck?
Is it Vilma?
Probably Joe Buck. I feel like
loves
Joe
those
Buck's the
quads.
kind of guy who like worships
I
a
just
man,
love
a man's
his
quads.
thighs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see. There's just no excuse to lose this game at all. Like, it's Louda is going to be in there too. By the way,
Yeah, and so I saw Giants O-line was talking. It was a lot quieter than expected.
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve, it's because it was Christmas Eve.
yeah.
During a blizzard, there was like 3 major highways shut down into
Yeah.
Minnesota, where
It
a
was-
lot of the season ticket holders couldn't even show up.
It was
Yeah,
a
good
weird.
luck.
It was weird. We should go white out again, by the way,
No,
because that was sick.
If
The end zones were cool. The
The
middle
end
They
zone-
were very
they
cool,
were
but
sick.
I don't want it to be a requirement again. It was weird not wearing my purple Kirk Cousins jersey.
Yeah, a lot
to
of
the
people
game.
didn't like.
You got to
that.
get an away jersey, Jake.
I do,
If-
but
you
I'm
know
not
what?
paying for that right now.
I'm in all favor of doing another whiteout because I strongly believe in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you can beat the Giants wearing all white, you wear all white again.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah,
It is.
So I don't know, but the thing is, too, so Dexter Lawrence is
He's good.
gonna be for it. We need Bradbury healthy. I think he is healthy.
I think he'll be ready.
I think he was healthy enough.
Well, here's the thing: if he even if he is a little banged up, it's the playoffs. Now is the time to play through the pain. That is a dick thing to say, but have you seen like in the NHL, whenever like the Wild, for example, play in the playoffs, and when the playoffs are over, you get the injury report, and it's like Matt Zuccarello,
playing through everything,
missing lung,
Basically, if you have a broken rib in the NHL playoffs, you're just like everybody else.
Exactly, you're healthy and you're ready to go.
Or a busted nut. Yeah, like Wheeler.
Yeah,
we discussed last week with Chief releasing the Juggernaut. The Vikings players need to make sure to get out their Juggernauts before Sunday.
Buck up.
Really quick though, how nice was it to watch last Sunday's game? And
it was crazy.
Watch them win an easy game. It was nice.
I didn't have to. I wasn't worried at all.
But
I was.
Are you sure
worried.
there wasn't a point of you when they benched the starters and you're up 2 possessions and fucking?
I was a little worried.
Yeah,
the
but
backups going there, but
I thought Kevin O'Connell was being a little quick to bench the starters when we're only up by 10, 12, 13 points. I thought we should have been up by like at least 20 to do that.
Yeah,
but
I thought my
it's smart.
It paid off.
I was like, it was whatever. If you're not going to play the starters the whole game, just don't play them at all.
Okay, so really quick, Eli's score prediction is 29-24.
29-24.
Cam, what is yours? Jake, aim your mic at Cam because we don't have 5
and
minutes.
obviously, don't yell at us. We're all going to choose the Vikings to win probably.
Right.
So if
It's
we're homers,
correct.
we're going to.
Yeah, because if we play San Fran next week, I'll probably pick San Fran.
Yeah.
I got Vikings 31, Giants 28, Greg Joseph field goal in overtime.
Less than 60 yards.
4-yard field goal.
Nah, we're
48.
43.
Yeah, okay, that's good. God, I hope it doesn't come down to a kick at the end to tie it to go to OT.
A playoff Vikings kicks in the playoffs are terrifying.
They were terrifying.
I'm every time
Every
Greg
time this
Joseph
year.
lines
Yeah,
up,
it's
I
scary.
can't
I
deal
don't get it
with
with Greg.
I also made the mistake on Sunday of betting on him over 1.5 kicks. So like I was twice as stressed out. One as a fan.
He
second
got
pick
hot
as
on
a-
Sunday. He got hot on Sunday.
He did.
He needed
He
that.
missed the extra point, but then he got it.
He
together.
needed to see
I
those.
screamed when that happened. I was fucking mad.
JJ, what's your score prediction? Vikings Giants.
Jeez, I'm probably gonna go with 27. No, I'm gonna increase it by 30-24.
30-24.
That'd be nice. That'd be a blowout.
Yeah, and for the Viking standards,
Yes,
yes,
yeah.
it would be a 6-point win.
I'm gonna go 24-21. I think it'll be a close game with the Vikings winning by a field goal.
God, I hope that's not the case. I can't handle that.
I like 38-28. Vikings.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a big
not
blowout.
not a blowout, but 10 points. I think they're going to go off on offense for sure.
It's not a
because
40 donut though, Eli.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. I would love to see
I don't think
40
they'll hit
points.
40. I think they'll be close though. But I think they're also going to let in a lot of points because
Yes.
Ben don't
Did we
break.
score? What was the score of the Bills game? That was like 38, 35.
Something like
Overtime.
that.
I don't think we've
yeah.
scored 40 this year.
And then the
That's hard to do
Colts
in the
game was
NFL.
39-36, right?
Yeah.
Literally a point away from 40.
Point away.
No.
So
Here, I am going to say this about the Minnesota Vikings offense. They have been close to juggernaut status the last 5-6 weeks of the year. They are putting up a lot of points and making it look a lot easier than the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
they are.
And it's relieving to see that they're actually, they're putting up points fairly easily.
O'Neal
but
being
they're giving up
out
too
is
many
just
points.
terrifying to
I
me though
know.
because if you look at his stats and obviously last year he was a Pro Bowler, right?
Yeah.
He
He's
is this year too.
Yeah, he's insanely valuable to that O-line, and that hurts. But
Sucks. Oh, I did watch. I spotlighted Udo against the Bears, and granted the Bears were
so
playing.
wait, spotlighted? You mean you got scouts there?
I
or-
just watched him every play. I was just staring at Udo.
Okay.
Why?
Because I wanted to see what he was how he looked against the
Now-
shit, and he looked great.
Well,
but
where was the post-game analysis?
I talked about it on our.
You should
Our show.
You should
Oh.
okay, Eli. I need you to put all your results on a handwritten letter and mail that to the Vikings practice facility.
Yeah.
Be like I
Let
have
them
some
know.
valuable
He looked
opposing player
information.
information that will be valuable to the team.
Well, it's tough grade guys because the Bears were literally playing high school kids like in defense that game. They were.
And offense, dude. That Nathan Peterman pass where he basically threw a punt to Patrick Peterson.
That was so funny.
That was hilarious.
I was like
Talking
That-
about call the
that
that
was,
guy. That guy needs to stop.
they weren't tanking.
I heard that was on Chase Claypool. He didn't run the right route.
Yeah. Chase Claypool. He
So
was
much
he was
hang
already
time.
celebrating the
Oh,
first
man.
down.
Yeah,
He
from
was
last year.
From last year's Steelers game
Yeah.
against the Vikings.
Are we
Horrible.
worried about Thibodeau? Is it Thibodeau or Thibodeau? Because we have the same
Thibodeau.
Yeah,
predicament here.
the
with-
rookie lineman
Yeah.
for the Giants.
Is it because we had the same predicament here with Coach? It's Thibodeau. What about the Wolves coach?
It was Thibodeau.
That was
Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau.
Tibbs.
No relation, I don't think.
No,
Funny.
I don't think so.
Thibodeau's an asshole because did you see when he was doing the Snow Angels next to
Nick
dead-
Foles.
Nick Foles was dead.
He was dead.
And then he was doing it, and he just looked at him.
Yeah, guess what?
No, afterwards he went to the sidelines. He does the go to sleep celebration,
What a
and then
cocksucker.
on top of that, you have Jeff Saturday saying that was one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen.
And he goes,
he has the balls to say, I don't know who that is.
That's just not true.
That's a Hall of Fame center, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
He has a Super Bowl, buddy. Do you?
Yes.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
No, so we got to get him out of Kirk because they hit Kirk a lot last game.
But Kirk came through.
He got flagged.
Yeah.
He went low on Kirk. I think that was
first touchdown to Hawkinson when he
yeah,
was open.
And Hawkinson went off that game.
Yeah,
he
he
got
did.
that last touchdown, too.
We love a big hawk.
yeah,
Big Hawk.
Cock
Hokey
has
pokey.
activated the Hawk.
Yep.
So yeah, I just don't see this is just I don't see a way the Giants win. Like I just don't
say
see
that.
It.
Don't
See,
say
that Eli, you're saying that, and they'll fucking lose, and you'll go nuts.
There's been no reason from what I've seen in the Vikings' history this season that they are gonna blow them out.
More it's a guaranteed win.
I pray that it is, and I can see it happening. But like if I really look at it, like, hey, they've had so many close games, they're finally due for one, right? But you have to think that this game's gonna be close.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
don't see it.
And
otherwise.
I will be tearing my eyes out if New York goes up 14-0, and we have to start coming back again.
We can't go down. Don't go
Just
down.
And I think when we played the Giants the first time, I think we kind of always substantially had the lead.
Yeah,
we,
that's
that
what-
game.
that's
We never
what-
really gave up the lead until the end.
They
and
took
then-
it back in the fourth, but
Yeah.
then we
Slight-
got it
Well,
right back.
Here's the scary thing. You don't want the Vikings to score on their first offensive possession because statistically speaking, I think when they score on their first offensive possession, they don't go scoreless till like the third quarter.
And that takes you back to like Zimmer days too. It's kind of PTSD because they would historically, it's a different system, but they would script every fucking play at the first drive, and they'd always score, and that would be the only points for the game.
Terrible. So,
But the Vikings tend to score right away, and then they score a shit ton in the fourth quarter.
maybe our defense. I had a theory that we were just trying to look bad all year. And then they always stepped up when it mattered. They always stepped up when it mattered.
They did it to look bad to throw off the offense.
So also weird stat.
Stupid.
Weird stat here. I don't know if this is good or bad. We are 6-0 when Greg the Leg misses an extra point.
Well, that's not
Okay.
going to happen in the playoffs.
So sprinkle one in then.
Just missed one on purpose.
So
I'm
there.
not going to be cheering for
I saw
Greg
that.
Joseph to miss an extra point in the
Or a
playoffs.
kick.
You're not going to be
general.
cheering for it, but it's
How does
probably
he
going to
miss
happen.
that many extra
I mean,
points?
it could happen, but
I might regret saying this, but I am fairly confident with Greg when he's in U.S. Bank. When he's out of U.S.
Yep.
Bank, that's when I really get questions.
in windy conditions and everything.
Yeah, he's good in a contained environment.
Yes.
Are we gonna?
Agreed.
Do we hope JJ has the fro still?
I don't care about
The
that.
back-
I don't care. I mean, it looked
I
like very
don't-
Randy Moss vibes, and
I
whatever.
did look different right away. I was like, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "Oh,
Here's JJ.
yeah."
He's done it plenty.
We'll see.
There's plenty of times where he hasn't had that hair and he's gone off. So as long as he
I
gets
don't care.
10 catches, around 150-ish yards, I'll be happy.
I'm just a little worried all
typical
that
game.
hair throws off his aerodynamics.
Yeah,
though.
maybe he'll go back to it. Maybe he just did it because
Maybe a
it was
bunch of air
Chicago.
gets
The
caught in
braids.
there. It stops him from being fast. I don't
Yeah.
know. But okay, so that's our predictions for the upcoming game. Now let's kind of take a look back on the season, Eli. We have a bunch of Vikings awards from the 2022-23 season, and we're just gonna go around the room. Cam, you're just gonna have to yell at the top of your lungs. Hopefully, it gets picked up in a mic. But we're gonna start with
Point yours.
team MVP for this year.
Well, is it the obvious one?
Am I going first?
No, we'll start with Eli because he is our guest, and then we'll go around the room.
Well, it's the obvious one because I think he should have been up for a league MVP. Obviously, he's not going to win it, but JJ is It's annoying that he's not in the conversation for league MVP because it's a quarterback award. Like Pat Mahomes is going to get sick of winning those.
no, I thought you
eventually.
were gonna throw it at Johnny Munt.
Yeah,
Johnny Munty.
Statistically,
He did
the
have the
MVP.
greatest stat line of all time, though the 1-1-1.
He had a couple of those, didn't he?
Yeah, and then
Maybe two of them.
Yeah. Oh no, I think the one was 2 yards.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he
Poser.
had 2 yards once, so he had 1, 2, and 1. But yeah, it's JJ. He's the reason that we won the Buffalo game, basically on the 4th and
Who
19.
threw the ball?
Well, okay, Kurt.
No, I know. I'm fucking with you, but
I agree with Eli. It has to be JJ because if JJ wasn't on this team,
we would probably have won 9 games.
Yeah, I would say that we're either barely over 500 or we're under 500, to be honest. So JJ is that much of a difference maker because at the very least, he has taken up 2 or 3 defenders and letting the other guys get free.
Yeah, because even like when he had a terrible game when we won at home against the Lions, Who went off that game? KJ.
And it's because they were double and tripling.
And he
JJ.
also doesn't
But also-
whine when he's not doing anything.
He's not a Stephon Diggs.
But there was
right.
also good coverage on Kirk Cousins because our O-line actually improved, and Kirk can throw the ball well.
Yeah.
Yes, and this isn't.
Ultimately.
Yeah, but this isn't
This
about
isn't a-
Kirk not
Yeah,
being good.
I'm
It's
as
about
big as
the
a-
best player on the team.
Yeah, I'm
No,
a
I
big
know.
Kirk fan. You'll find this isn't. You're being like that kid on Vikings Twitter.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, we don't have to go in further detail.
Nope.
Yeah. So yeah, JJ. I think.
All right.
Is that everyone's answer, or are we gonna change it up at least?
I'm gonna go Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
It might be a little biased, but honestly, the guy has
I agree with you.
proved the haters wrong this year. And in a year where they have been sacked the most he's been sacked more than any other season, and he has still put up excellent statistics and has put us in great situations with excellent throws and being ballsy, being aggressive, and ultimately giving us a lot of wins and making sure to throw the ball to JJ in so many situations.
Last year, Kirk was the team MVP. This year, it has to be Justin because he's the best player at his position by far.
Yeah. No, I'm not here to argue. I'm just saying mine is Kirk Cousins.
That's fine.
Cam, what do you got?
I got JJ just because he's done more than any Vikings receiver ever has in a season. And
That's
he,
crazy to think about.
Top 5, or close to top 5, if not top 5 receiving season in the history of the NFL. So it's got to be JJ.
Yeah.
But I do understand Kirk because people shit on him for no reason.
For no reason.
It's great to see Kirk. He's in the top 5 of all important quarterback stats this year. Top 5. I hope next year they talk about him as a top 10 quarterback because he deserves that. Even if they lose against the Giants, he has done enough this year to prove he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
I'm going to throw a new name into the ring that hasn't been mentioned yet. I'm going to go with Kwesi Adolfo-Mensa because I believe that performance and culture starts at the top.
Yeah, but
I like
he's
that.
not playing. That's
I
an
like that.
executive.
That's a fair-
executive of the year.
Well, you can,
It's a joke. This is a comedy show.
Yeah, it's a
This
comedy
isn't
show.
fucking PFF.
Team awards. This is the Dundies.
Yeah, this is the Dundies, and we can't have everyone say JJ, which
That'd be boring.
Yeah,
Comedy
Kevin
show.
O'Connell.
Team MVP means the player.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm going to say that MVP stands for most valued person.
Most valuable MVC, most valuable cock goes to Kevin O'Connell.
Okay. Are you talking penis, though, or are you just talking the person?
Just talking personality and figuratively.
Okay. All right.
Who has got the biggest cock? Kevin O'Connell.
All right. Let's move on to Rookie of the Year, Cameron Dantzler. Eli, you're the guest.
So I'm gonna give it to Brian Asamoah. I think he made some plays this year. I mean, when we were down guys, when guys would be hurt, I mean, he would just step up all over the field. He's jacked, which is awesome. He wears what does he have, like 3 armbands on each arm? He took Dalvin's old number over at 33. And I think, kid out of Oklahoma, everyone was kind of, do you remember when we drafted? It was third round. And I saw people complaining on Twitter, which they complain about every draft pick. But I think he's going to be a solid player. Just to add depth and value in
Asamoah
on the defense.
It's either Asamoah or Evans, and since Evans has been hurt lately, you got to go with Asamoah.
Let me see if I can pull up his stats real quick. Asamoah. So
he recovered, and he might have forced the fumble. Was it the Giants game?
yeah, this is a bad. The Vikings app sucks, dude. It doesn't say anything.
Don't call out the Vikings app. You have a Vikings podcast.
Brian Asamoah. Presented by
Eli.
the Vikings app presented by Mystic Lake. So I play Mystic.
But you're a big Mystic guy.
I like Mystic Lake. I like playing golf there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my rookie
My
of the year.
dad pays.
Yep.
Old B-Rye.
B-Rye?
Yeah.
B-Rye.
Any other votes that have not been listed? I guess Asamoah is my vote as well.
I would say Caleb Evans. That was mine. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a close.
But he's been hurt.
What?
That's
Oh,
why,
yeah. Cam
that's why
is
it's
tapping his
different,
finger.
Same with Lewis Seen. What could have been?
Yeah.
I would say Asamoah as well, but I do want to make the point that this draft class has been so unlucky because it could have been Seen, it could have been Booth, but they've both been hurt. But one thing too with Asamoah is he's so fast. He has Kendricks is going to be gone soon. I think he can step into the Kendricks role. So it's Asamoah, and he looks like he's going to be a stud.
Yeah. Yeah. But Caleb Evans was like when he was healthy, his open field
was very
tackling was
good.
insane.
I hope we get him back soon. We really need him in the
Yeah.
secondary
Acklam.
again.
Yeah.
Acklam.
Caleb. He also dyed his hair purple.
Yep.
Which is cool.
He's a certified Vikings guy.
A man of the people.
All right. Moving on to our next Vikings team award. We have the sexiest Viking. Start with you, Eli. What do you got?
Oh, I'm gonna give one that's it's not biased, but it is biased because he was on our show.
DePaula?
Yeah.
Andrew
Best looking
DePaula.
long snapper in the league, hands down, not even close.
He's a Pro Bowl long
Pro
snapper.
Bowl long snapper.
Yeah, they say he's
he wasn't a Pro
most
Bowler until he
effective.
came on the State of Skol. So all
Yeah,
right,
that gave the influence of the league.
just saying after he was a guest there.
Well, hey, you know, we could say the same. Kirk Cousins wasn't known as this clutch guy until he came on It's a Bit.
That's
All of a
fair.
sudden,
True.
Yep. So
First
all credit
show
to
he
us.
went on after he re-signed. People forget that.
I'm going to go with Daniil Hunter. His arms are the arms of a Greek goddess, you know? If he looked you in the eyes like me, you, let's kiss, it would be hard to say no.
Yeah, he's a scary guy.
You can just grab your head and just crush it.
smash.
Hulk
Yeah.
smash.
He's
But
a pretty
you-
man, can confirm.
JJ, what do you think? Is it Kirk?
No, Justin Jefferson. I think he's
Oh,
the sexiest
I like his
person on
eye-
the Viking. Just his
You like his ice?
His swag is
his
nice.
swag, his agility on the field, the way he catches the football,
His dance
sexy
moves.
man, the gritty. You gotta fucking love it. Sexy man, sexiest man on the Vikings. Here you go, Cam.
Technically, as a Viking, I'm going with Kevin O'Connell.
I was
Never-
gonna say he's got a
Never in my life have I been jealous of a man's
He's
jawline
so damn
until
good.
I laid eyes on him.
He's so good looking.
It's unbelievable.
yeah, he's
KOC blows Kirk out in the jawline.
yeah, it's
category.
not even close. But you know who takes a close second to him is Brian
Cousins.
O'Neill. I remember we met Brian
Brian
He's
O'Neill.
a sexy guy.
Yeah.
When we met him at the draft party, I was like, "How is a guy that big have that nice of a jawline?" And just
You should have said that to him.
Brian O'Neill looks exactly like Buzz Lightyear.
He does.
He does.
Especially the
That's right. He's a
the
good-looking
animated
guy.
one they just made.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, but
He looks a lot like
KOC
him.
is a handsome
guy.
Bossman, who are you thinking?
I'm gonna throw in. Is it Ryan Wright? Is he the punter?
Yeah.
Oh, the big punter?
yes.
Thick as fuck. There's a lot to put your hands on there.
There we
That's
go.
so funny.
Yeah.
I like seeing him when they do what's the bit where what's that room they walk into and there's a random game or whatever they have to do or sing or something.
Oh, they do riddles.
Ryan
and
Wright's
stuff,
on
yeah.
it all the time. And
He's
he
just
looks
he's a man
hilarious.
of the people.
Yeah.
I mean he embodies what a football fan looks like, and he's out there living the dream.
He's hilarious.
Gotta have appreciation for that. All right, funniest Viking.
Ooh, this is a close one because Chris Boyd. I think I'm gonna get his. Do you follow his TikTok? Yeah. He's hilarious.
He also cooks people on Twitter as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, he does, and he gets girls on Twitter, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
He won at the beginning of the year in camp. He was in the cafeteria, and there was they had hot dogs that day. And he goes, "We're on Glizzy Gobbler watch," and he was like hiding behind like a lunch table. And anytime someone got a hot dog, he'd go, "We got a Glizzy Gobbler," and he was recorded. He made a TikTok out of it. It was very funny. So.
Yeah.
He's a
Chris
funny
Boyd?
guy. Yeah,
Yep.
Chris Boyd.
That's a solid option.
Great.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Chris Boyd is great. I just like Eli said, it's hilarious. He's like, there's been like female Viking fans who tweeted him, and he'll tweet back saying slide in the DMs
Hit my
and
line.
shit.
Yeah,
it's
I see.
hilarious. But if I think I'm gonna go maybe Patrick Peterson. I think he's the one in charge of a lot of those celebrations.
Yeah.
like the World Cup one and,
Yes,
the
the
zombie one.
zombie
Those were
bowling.
hilarious, and
That was
because of
great.
that, like I think I would actually I'm gonna go on record to say the Minnesota Vikings are the team with the best celebrations.
They are right
Yeah,
now.
oh, they're hilarious.
Yeah. Defensively too.
It started against Arizona when they picked up, and then Pat B came in and did the controller.
Yep,
He did the
yep.
gaming.
I think they've done the bowling one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
A lot of great ones.
Was
Go for
that
a
so?
good
Is
Bill
it,
Waddle.
is this just me, or as recently the whole like defensive celebration that only started a few years ago? But most teams do it now. Like I know the Colts do it all the time. Like a lot of teams, you see if they get a pick, they all run to the end zone.
Any turnover.
Yeah, they don't all do something as elaborate as the Vikings do, which
No,
credit to
they
them.
just
But
pose
the
usually.
whole the whole entire team running down to the end zone has just become a recent thing. I like it, but
Yeah, they get to celebrate like
Right.
exactly.
Which
Because
why
they
is
don't
that
have-
not a flag though? But it is on the offense. If you flex, will you get a first down? I just think that's
Because Eli, we don't know.
dumb. Yeah, dumb.
Okay,
It's like welcome to the NFL where the rules are made up and they don't matter.
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
The rules are
Exactly.
made up, and they also
Yeah.
don't matter.
Okay, what's yours?
I would probably have to be between a Patrick Peterson or Ryan Wright. I don't know what Ryan Wright's personality is, but I've just seen pictures of him. He's just a big guy, and he punts so well, and it's just funny in itself. And I feel like he's just a funny guy.
He has some
He's gotta be
swagger
a
to him
funny
too,
guy.
which makes him even funnier.
Yeah, so I just think it just in himself, his persona, his aura is just funny. Yeah. But he's very talented. We need a good punter, but it's just funny. It's great. He's a football guy.
Cam.
Cam wants it.
I actually have two. My first one is Kirk Cousins,
Yeah.
just because he's such a dad, and like he just
Yeah.
rakes in the Coles cash to where everything he says, I just die.
Did you see? He
text.
recently messaged Chris Boyd. And
Yeah.
Boyd didn't have his number, and he was like, "What's up, Dis Kirko?"
Yeah.
That's fantastic. My second one is he's been around so long. He is a Viking. He deserves to be called a Viking. It's Paul Allen.
Yeah.
Because some of his calls this year are just fucking hilarious.
Dude,
When
against
he-
the Colts?
When he said Matt Hawk he should go to the XFL, doesn't even deserve to be an NFL punter. And then
That
he
was
calling the
that
refs
was
out.
assault, by the way. I'm gonna tell him that to his
He goes,
face.
"Oh, this is a terrible punt." But of course it is. Their punter's terrible.
Matt
is
Hawk,
hilarious.
Matt Hawk
Yeah,
is
that's a
he's
good
not
one.
ideal, but he's got a funny name. He's only a few letters away from Mike Hawk.
He would totally you'd double down what he said. He'd be like,
I know
no,
he
he
would.
sucks, Jack.
I'm gonna
He's
be like,
horrible,
Paul,
horrible
Paul,
punter.
he was in a tough situation. We were punting every 10 fucking seconds.
horrible punter.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But
He's
a
funny.
fun-
Keep
hilarious
cheating, you
guy.
cheaters.
Oh, that was yeah.
I just still love last year. I don't think a lot. Last year's first game. I don't want to go back to last season, but in Cincinnati when I was listening on the radio and there was penalty after penalty after penalty, and then Pete Bursich is like, "It's on the Vikings. It's on the Vikings."
Yeah.
Goodness, that was so funny.
PA's 10 out of 10. I throw my name in there as well. But I was going to say, just objectively speaking, Kirk, just because
He's
because
hilarious.
of his mantra. Or his personality.
Mantra.
He doesn't even, it's not even like he's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
He's
He's a
goon.
himself.
Well-
himself being himself is funny.
And
You
he
should
was
watch
playing-
the podcast episode where he came on our show. He's a funny guy, just normally talking to strangers, right?
I know. That's just how he converses. A lot of those, I think, athletes are kind of dull or full of themselves and shit like that. He's just a funny, goony guy. You never expect him to be playing football.
Yep.
And I love going back to, speaking of him being just a goof, like the Vikings posted the Christmas video where he was like with some like, he's with some kids
Playing
and stuff,
Jenga,
playing Jenga,
yeah.
and he won in Jenga, and he's like, Jenga! I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, I love this guy.
His dog is also named Abe, which is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I want to give a quick honorable mention to. I know he's no longer currently playing for the Vikings, but Brian Robinson. He does a lot of stuff, social media. He's absolutely hilarious. So just shout out to him. He's
Yeah,
hilarious.
96 questions.
Yep.
Always be great.
All right, next one down. We have worst moment of the year. Start with you, Eli.
Oh, I think I could probably call it your worst moment, Eli.
Yeah, there's a few, boy. There's a few that, you know what? It's rare this year because there's not nearly as many this year as it was in previous years. I don't know, because can a game in whole count as a moment? No, that needs to be.
Like a whole game? I'd say so.
No, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
it's the worst moment.
Well, okay, then when Irv Smith dropped the ball against Philadelphia, because
that was
I
bad.
think about that now and it makes me want to puke.
that
'Cause
would have turned the
changes
game.
Everything that changes everything. So it's so nice having a tight end that can. Well, he dropped some balls now. Yeah,
He's not
but-
perfect. He gets a lot of targets, though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's going to
so-
drop one every now
But
and then.
yeah, that because think if we win that game, whatever. I'm not gonna sit back and reminisce on a game that everyone says we got blown out, but people forget we shut them out in the second half.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
but whatever. That turned the whole game. That is I don't I hate even think of it. So Irv Smith dropping that ball.
I'm gonna go with just losing to the Packers in Lambeau. Don't get me wrong. It was again one of my favorite times of the year on Sunday night watching the Lions defeat the Packers and having them get eliminated. But it would have been a lot better if the Vikings would have done that a week before. It would have been a lot more satisfying, and we would have got a lot less shit from Packer fans on social media, which I appreciate. So
Yeah,
I keep forgetting that we beat them earlier in the year. It's a split.
Yeah.
They act like they swept
I
us.
second that one, Wags. That
You could put the Jair Alexander gritty up there too for worst moment for him and us because I was so mad when he was doing that.
Hey, but
and then he just looks like an idiot.
this
now.
is a real Michael Scott. So the turntables have turned, right?
the
This is
turntables
because
turned,
the turntables.
Because in the past, whenever the Vikings sucked, but when they beat the Packers, our fans would be going crazy. And, the Green Bay Packers, enjoy your fucking Super Bowl. You guys are fucking losers.
Yeah.
It's amazing to be the shoe on the other foot, right? It's so nice for them to say, it's so nice to say congratulations on your Super Bowl to the Packer fans. Because that was their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was
Just
their
like it was
highlight
ours.
of their year.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's because it's a rival. So I hope that their fans will understand that more and kind of be a little bit more reasonable going forward. They won't be, but it'd be nice.
They had more expected wins than us.
Shout out.
Congratulations.
DVOA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the worst moment for me was the Philly game in general because I really wanted to beat Philly in Philly. We had just started out the season so hot, beating Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. We didn't know how good they were going to be at that time, but we're like, okay, it's Aaron Rodgers. We won 22-7.
And it was on Monday night.
And we played a Monday night national spotlight game that haunted the 1 seed, 2 seed the entire year. And that drop with Irv Smith, I feel like we could have won that game if there were just a couple things that went our way in the first half, and we fucked it up. And we were at the Better Edge watch party.
I was about to say,
and Eli was screaming.
That was fucking. Oh.
we had a party for that game.
Yeah, so that's what really sucked is we were so hyped that we won the first game of the season under a head coach, and all of the expectations just went down. Yeah. It sucked losing in Green Bay, but we knew we were in the playoffs. Then it was almost like, oh, we're gonna go 1-16. Yeah. Even though I didn't think that, but like there was the mindset, okay, we're Vikings. We're going to start losing every game like this. Could be a possibility. We have 15 games left after this.
That
sucked.
That was such a low after such a high.
I felt really low after that.
I was like, we're
even
going to
though we were 1-1.
We're going to win 5 games.
See, like the epitome of a roller coaster is going from week 1 to 2.
That's the whole,
Vikings.
well, that's how the whole season.
It ended up working out.
Yeah.
My favorite highlight from that Eagles game was, I guess, after it when Cam came home and Donnie was there, and Donnie's like, "Hey, how's it going, guys?" And Cam's like, "I want to end it all."
Or at the party, Cam was wearing the Hitman hat, and obviously the Vikings defense was Swiss cheese, and Marlo and I were sitting kind of back behind everyone, and Marlo just yells from across the party, "Hey, Cam, it might be a good time to take off that hat." There's no hitting going on here.
There. Yeah, our defense.
Eli showed up in his Hawaii bit.
Yeah, I was pumped. I would have worn that.
So
we lost.
I never told you this, and I feel like the best place to tell you this is on the podcast. So remember when we were parked on the side of the road because we were listening to our K-Fan bit, and you were walking out front of my truck. I shit you not. I said this to Zane and Jake. I said, I have an opportunity to kill him right now. I could put this truck in drive, and I could floor it. I could hit 60 in about 2 seconds.
That's because you wanted to steal my get up.
Yep.
Your Vikings Hawaiian shirt.
I was willing to murder one of my friends for a whole $12 at Kohl's.
Well, that got put to bed after that. That's awesome. That got put to bed.
Probably for the best.
Steal my get up.
My worst moment of the year is the whole Cowboys game.
God.
Because we came off such a high in Buffalo, and then we just shit the bed. That Cowboys team is not as good as they looked against us.
They're going to lose.
That team in the playoffs every year is fraudulent, and
They'll lose to
we made
Tampa.
them look like they had Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin again.
And if you're listening and
That
you
was
went
the
to that
worst.
game, I feel bad, especially because you went to that game and probably paid a lot of money for your tickets.
Yeah, because that was
coming off the win in Buffalo, it's like, all right, let's hike up the prices. This team is doing something.
That was awful.
Yeah, that would have been my worst moment, but I remember I almost went to that game, and I was willing to almost pay a shit ton of money, and I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to see them because I was at the Cowboys game the year before, and I've talked about that.
Is that a Thursday night game?
No, it was
Sunday.
stupid ass Tony Romo.
Oh, okay.
It was a 3
America game of the week type
Who
thing.
we hate. It was
Bullshit.
3:30. Tony Romo.
Fucking Tony Romo.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
I do not like him. Get over 09, loser.
He's biased. Well, he never won any Super Bowls, did he?
No, he didn't
There
even
you
go
go.
past the first round of the
Yeah,
playoffs.
I'd be salty
No,
too.
we buried him in 09.
All right, let's go. Favorite moment of the year. On a lighter note,
There's so many.
It's
Eli,
been a
just
great
pick
year.
it.
Great year.
I think. Well, I'll say the Colts game just because we were all there. Zane had to leave early.
Mm-hmm. I'd
Maybe
take
that
someone
was
to the
lucky
airport.
though. Yeah. Okay. So
I went to the Giants game. They won. You didn't go. How about you don't go to any other games?
the only
Yeah, what
game,
the hell?
I never
Whiteout
went to
game?
a loss this year. Every game I went
Oh, well, then that's good luck because you're going to the playoff game.
yeah,
Right?
stay home.
FMP club level. No, the Colts game was just so
club
fun
level.
because like they scored and it was like, oh shit, okay, a little bit of momentum, and then Jake, I lost my voice that game. I've never lost my
Yeah.
voice like that after the second scoop and score was called off. I went absolutely
Oh, that
bananas.
was horrible.
Because that is the word. I don't even understand.
I
And then
remember Jack just had a big smile on his face. That's bullshit. But he just had the biggest smile on his face.
it was terrible. That second one wasn't even like.
No, I said
Yeah, you said it was bullshit.
we got bailed out twice.
Yeah, but you
So
just
I
had
admit
you were
it.
just you were
Rejected it.
smiling as you said it. I just remember it very vividly. It was funny.
Yeah.
What else?
There's
can-
nothing he can
What
do.
if you were on the other side of that? You'd be smiling
Oh,
too.
of course.
I'd be sitting there because you would be. It's awkward when you're in that situation. as a
Eli, I'm
fan.
glad you had fun because that was actually the top 10 worst
Yeah,
worst day of my life.
you were
and
out
like
of there.
I'm not joking. Like I'm really sad when I think back to that day.
Well, here's the thing about Jack too. He drove to that game, so he
Yeah.
had to be sober.
Yeah, and
you
you
had to
were-
experience
I remember-
that.
Yeah, guess
sober.
what? And then I drove to a fucking Christmas party full of Vikings fans, my dad's side of the family, and they all said, "You witnessed history," and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you did.
Also, Eli, let's clarify this while we're on the show too. You don't understand my fandom. Apparently, I heard after the game you're like, I don't know why Jack was so mad.
Yeah, you tell me that.
No.
You told me that, and,
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Why did he
Because-
leave?" I'm like, first off, I've told he's
Because
going
I
to
turned
a
around and
Christmas
I was
party.
like, "Where's Jack?"
He's
and
doing-
then
Colts number 1, Vikings number 2. That's it's so simple. So many people don't understand.
I was
it.
just
Yeah,
confused.
he was giving him. Yeah,
I was just confused why you left. I thought we were gonna hang out. Jake and I.
Oh, I
hung
didn't
out.
leave because I was mad. I would have stayed with you
told
guys if I didn't have
He
the party.
explained it. He had a family party after,
fine.
and he was bitching. Why did Jack
I
leave?
thought you'd
I don't
never-
know why he's so upset. You
I-
kept saying that.
I thought
too.
you were gonna wait for traffic to clear out a little bit. We could hang out we walked. Jake and I walked to the Loop.
Oh, dude.
With Johan. we-
No,
yeah.
trust me. If you were in my shoes, you would not want to be out in public.
Yeah,
I was getting
but I don't-
heckled. I got heckled so much.
I don't know. I don't understand, especially as a Vikings fan, why you say I don't know why Jack is upset. Wouldn't you know what feeling upset is at being a Vikings
Well,
fan?
that also helped you guys get a better draft pick now.
You're right. You know what? It didn't have to happen like that.
One thing I am going to say is that we did release Merry Kirkmas like the very next day after that, and if we did not come back from that win, I guarantee you Merry Kirkmas would not have done.
No,
really
listen, I did my part.
Yes,
you guys should accept me as an honorary second favorite Vikings fan. Like we've mentioned, it's different.
Co-Vikings.
Yeah,
fan.
there you go.
Yeah,
he will root for the Vikings unless they play the Colts.
Which happens every 4 years.
Yes.
Every 4 years. Yeah,
it's not going to get weird anymore for a while.
I think 2 years
fair.
from now they play, and
Right.
they play in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
We're going to go there.
We're gonna go.
Yeah, so Eli, do you understand it now? Do you
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
why
that's
he was
fine.
upset?
Yeah, but you're welcome.
He
for
was
the
wearing a
pick.
Colts jersey
Now
at the
you can
game,
get
for fuck's sake.
What pick do you guys have?
5.
Ooh,
Shout out.
4? Oh, 4.
you
We're
gonna-
gonna trade up for 1 though. Because Chris Ballard's on the hot seat and he needs to do something.
And Chicago doesn't need the number 1
No,
overall.
they don't.
No, they already have a
they
quarterback.
need bodies.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Really quick. So I'm helping Eli put together a little bit of a Vikings pump up video, which by the way is sick as fuck. I worked on it today for like 9 hours. But going back and rewatching the highlights of every single Vikings game not only kind of put me through a time machine of what the year's been like, but it also made me realize that I saw a score at the bottom of the screen from week 7 that said the Colts were 3-1. And I thought to myself, since what's the math there? Week 8. They won 1 game. One game in 10 games.
You also beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Should have beat the Eagles too.
You should have beat the Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah.
They beat you by 1. I think it was
Yeah.
17-16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nick Sirianni did a Pat Bev stand up and yell at the crowd.
Yeah, I remember
Congrats.
that.
Congrats! You beat
Yeah,
you beat one of the worst teams in the NFL by 1.
You're still
That's,
playing for Philly.
All right,
so.
sorry that was long-winded. We don't
Yeah.
have to talk about me. So
My moment of the year is going to be the JJ catch and just the Buffalo win in general.
Yeah.
That was unreal, and I guess it was a jaw-dropping moment when they fumbled in the end zone. It's something that's never happened, and it hasn't happened in 50 years in the NFL, like a fumble on on one of the last plays to give the other team the lead. But it was just that doesn't happen to the Vikings, and I was in pure shock. I didn't think I just stared with my jaw open for minutes on it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
I didn't believe it
And then
either.
the fact that we don't score a fucking touchdown in overtime, and they drive down the field, and then everyone's like, it's over. This game is fucking over. And then Patrick Peterson intercepts a horribly thrown Josh Allen ball.
Isaiah McKenzie didn't catch that ball either. But
Yeah, but I'm going with, that Buffalo
Yeah.
game is for sure my moment of the year. I'm sure it's probably the other guys' moments of the year.
Yeah, I could go off and do a second one quick, but that Patrick Peterson interception being it was right in front of us, and you could just hear the fucking ball hit his chest protector or whatever, and we're right there, and I'm like, oh my. I thought when Josh Allen threw that ball in the end zone, it was going to get caught. Like it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did
game
too.
over,
When he
whatever,
threw
the
it
game.
on TV, I was like, oh, it's going to be or someone's just going to be down there.
But this could be very underrated. But I was at the Lions Vikings game early on when we were down 14-0, and when I thought we were going to go down and maybe kick a field, or what was the score at the time? Oh yeah, we could have kicked a field goal to tie it, and we just said fuck it. And then Kirk threw that
Nuke to KJ.
28-yard pass to the end zone to KJ Osborne with 45 seconds left, and I was like, holy fuck! Like this team's a little different. It was
There's
kind of
been
like the
so
turning
many crazy
point.
moments.
It was kind of the point where I'm like, wow, this team is going to find a way to win.
Well, how about you can go to the Thanksgiving game too?
Well, let the other people say
yeah,
their
that
moments.
was.
Yeah, come on,
let's
Cam.
Let's hear Cam's.
For me, it's got to be Buffalo.
Yeah,
Like, those of
because
us
you
that
guys-
were there.
you were
It's
there.
the second greatest moment of me watching live sports behind the miracle. But I've never you can't replicate that whole trip. And Jake said, when Peterson caught that interception, I blacked out. I just lost my mind.
We all did. I cracked my phone screen.
Yeah.
Celebrating.
I just
yeah.
get goosebumps thinking about that game all the time. It was the best moment, potentially one of the best moments of my life.
Yeah, that's fair. Because that's kind of what happened to me when I was at the Minneapolis Miracle. After I saw Diggs catch it and then run upfield, a guy just tackled me, and then it just was loud. And
I didn't celebrate for 20 seconds after that because I was expecting flags.
Yeah,
But
and then they threw the flag when Diggs threw his helmet, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Wait, is that holding?
I didn't know what. Why the fuck was the
Holding.
ref? How about that? The ref who threw the flag on that play. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
He did break the rules,
Sportsmanship.
which is a
Fucking
dumb
game was
rule that
over.
you can't take your helmet off in celebration.
Well, because at the
but-
time they had it, you had to kick the extra point after, even though it didn't matter, and then they changed that this year to where if you score a walk,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't kick the extra point. But runner up for a moment of the year was Keene's house call against New England, because that kind of it looked like we were gonna lose that game. We were down, they had just
Big
scored,
return.
and all of a sudden, just boom, he turned it upfield, and the place went nuts. So that's a runner-up.
Jack, do you have anything? Or is it
Buffalo.
Buffalo? Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
figured.
we were there.
Ha ha.
Nothing that's been
Buffalo.
said. I wish it could be the catch, but we all thought that was an interception. We couldn't see it very well from our end.
Well, even from the TV, you couldn't.
But-
I
tell
thought
if
he picked
caught
it off,
But
too.
the Patrick Peterson interception felt like a dream.
Yeah.
I felt like I blacked out too for a second because
Especially
you could
because
hear it hit his chest. It was nuts.
Especially because they drove all the way down, and it really felt like they were going to win after all.
Yeah,
of that.
yeah. And two, like the fumble that happened in the other end zone, we thought like Allen just got 2 yards or something, or we thought it was actually we were doing this. We were like safety, and
Yeah,
the
that's
Buffalo
what-
fans were like, no, you just scored a touchdown. We're like, what?
That's what PA thought too.
Yeah.
It was a safety, and then
Give
we
us
were
the
gonna-
safety.
But
we're
yeah,
gonna get
and here's the thing too. I think what makes the Buffalo trip even more memorable is when you pay all that money and you spend all that time to go to a place as far away as Buffalo, and you do the layovers, you do all that. You just pray to God that you don't see a blowout. But when you get blessed to see the game that we did, it made it all the more worth it. So
It looked like it was going to be a
Buffalo
blowout
for me too. And yeah, dude, looking back once again, I was making that video. There was a point where it was 27 to 10 or something.
Yeah, we were down 17,
and then
that was the second
Delvin
half.
had the 80-yard run,
Housed
which
it. People forget about that.
that moment was crucial. I think
That
too.
gets- yeah.
that got everyone pumped up,
That
and then they came back. But that's got to be Buffalo.
That's game of like the decade. That game
Ha ha. Buffalo.
Yeah, and then Jake getting tased, I think, is honorable mention as well.
I thought that was fake, dude. I couldn't believe
doing the
that.
gritty right into a stun gun.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That was nuts.
but well, hopefully, Eli, hopefully you have some more episodes in the tank, which means the Vikings will keep winning. but-
Yeah, I'll be sad.
Hope you get recognized here soon.
Yep.
Do you have? You want to promote your show here?
I want to toss out one of the last awards, best golfer on the team. Can we add that
Oh
on?
yeah,
'Cause
we could do that.
Because I heard Pat Peterson got his handicap down to he almost a scratch. Like
It's I think it's Thielen though. I think he's like a +2.
Brooks Koepka said they played together in like that Pro-Am whatever. I don't know.
AT&T
there's a
Pro-Am?
bunch of- Yeah,
That's the
he
big
said
one.
he said Thielen has like the best ball speed he's
Yeah.
ever seen. So.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna shout out to Patrick Peterson on
PP's good.
Get the handicap.
Harrison
McAfee
Smith's a great
says-
golfer.
Yeah,
too.
Harry could nuke it.
Pat McAfee does say Adam Thielen's like one of the best golfers he's
Yeah.
ever played with.
Well, maybe he'll go play golf because he's not
Afterwards, join the senior tour.
Maybe he'll play with the State of Skol.
You'll
do a
get the
video.
He's not getting that money next
you get
year.
the exemption into the 3M Open.
I would hope not.
Yeah, dude. It is funny though, like when you hear of these celebrities who are really good golfers, and they like people try to say he could play on the tour. It's like, he needs
It's a lot different when you're on the tour.
He needs to play tips with hundreds of people, thousands of people watching.
Yeah.
Then I'll believe it. But that would be cool if he was sponsor exempt.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to convince, and something tells me that we're on delay because Cam his jaw just dropped. Are
No,
you
he's
something else?
watching a random college basketball game.
Okay. All right, but yeah, listen to State of Skol, right, Eli?
State of
You guys
Skol.
been going live after the games too.
We've been going live. It's been helping a lot. I think it's a lot more. Everyone's looking for the reaction, and besides like fan line, and a lot of people aren't driving after the game, so I think it's easier for people to. So we've been doing well on that one. So yeah, we go live. I don't know what time. I have no idea what time because it's a 3:30 start.
Yeah. So when would you project you'll be live?
Probably a little later, 7th, because I'm gonna be at the game. AJ's gonna be at the game. So we're gonna need some time after, so probably like 7:30
You could just run the live from outside the
8?
stadium.
That would be
that would be
hilarious.
legit.
from
Or
the
if-
longhouse.
Or if you're in a bar and there's people yelling and you're just like, yeah, I thought Cook looked great today in the third. What?
It'd be pretty quiet if we
It'd
lost.
be some
Yeah,
of the
it
worst
would be.
content ever, but it'd be funny.
No, but we're Seattle fans this week too, so everyone watches
Are
the
we?
Seattle game. Yes, because we don't want to go to San Fran.
I will favor them to win, but I'm not going to be a Seattle fan.
Hard to beat a team 3 times in a year. I'll
See,
say that.
but what I'm saying is I would wait to talk like that until the Vikings have won the game.
right.
Yeah, I know. Come on, you
Because
can't.
it won't matter who
Yeah,
wins
'cause
when,
get
when,
through
when
New
your
York.
team
I
is
don't.
out.
I don't want you texting me or tweeting. Yes, the Vikings are. If the Seattle does win on Saturday, and you're like, yes, the Vikings get a home
just
game
gonna
next
give an
week.
under the table-
Can't say that.
I'm gonna give an under table fist bump. So
No.
I mean, look at the Packers last week, man. They beat the Vikings. Everyone's like, you know what? When they make the
we gotta
playoffs,
do
they're
is
gonna
beat
run the
Detroit.
table.
Yeah.
Yep. And look what happened. A week later.
Playoffs.
they lost.
Playoffs.
Oh, we almost forgot. If you want to win a signed Justin Jefferson jersey,
Yeah.
go to our Twitter or the State of Skol Twitter.
Retweet,
You just, You
follow.
just gotta follow, retweet, or go to Instagram as well. Share it to your story.
It's our
win a
pinned
si-
tweet if you go to our
Yeah,
Twitter.
thanks to Elite Inc., we're giving away a signed JJ jersey, which, by the way, on their website is valued at $250. So that's not a little giveaway. That's a pretty big fucking giveaway.
nice, legit
That'll
J.
make your man cave 100%. And if you need to know if you're the winner and you're listening and you need to know how to frame that jersey, I got a guy, and that guy's name is Amazon, but I can send you the
Jeff
link.
Bezos.
But anyways,
There you go.
make sure to follow State of Skol on all the socials. Listen to the pod.
Can we have a
Skol
prize for the first person to come up to Eli and recognize him at the Vikings
we
game?
should do that.
Yes, Eli has to. So if you
Jake-
recognize Eli from State of Skol and you literally say, "Hey, are you Eli from State of Skol?" and he's like, "Yes," and he doesn't know who you are, he will buy you a beer at the Vikings game.
Jake
Well,
will
you
let
gotta
me
be
know
of
you
age.
$10.
If you are
I
of
bet
age.
I will be sitting
Or
FMP.
soda.
I'll be sitting FMP club level. So.
What the fuck is
FNP
that?
club level.
It's the
It's
cl-
where dads pay for their kids to
No,
watch
no,
a football
no.
game.
We got that from a client. We didn't even. And,
Oh, a client.
Yeah.
Oh, you have clients?
AKA his dad.
Oh,
pays
you must
for
be
it.
rich.
Rich client. No, FMP Club Lounge is the club level behind the Vikings. Not the Delta Club, but just the next one. Incredible seats. I offered to sell the one ticket to Jake. He said
Yeah,
no.
for what? $400?
Yeah.
I'll buy it for 100.
They're going for like.
Didn't you get him for free?
They're going for like 800 right now.
Did you get this ticket for free that
Well,
you're trying to
that's
sell
not-
me?
That's not. I can't tell you that.
That's
'cause
bullshit.
He knows.
That's
He's
so.
ripping 'em off.
That's yeah.
You just implied that you got it for free.
And say hi to Doug.
I would
like pleading
never.
the
I would
fifth.
never rip off some. If I got a club level, if I got a sweet ticket for free, I would never sell it to a buddy.
Say hi to Doug in the FMP Club Lounge bar.
All right.
He's
Doug?
the best bartender in
Okay.
the business.
What about bottles?
Oh, wait, sorry. Final question, Eli. If the Vikings win this playoff game, can we see another sandstorm celebration?
Yeah, because I'll be Club Lounge too. That's because that's where I
That
sat
was-
for that
that
game.
was
There's a
cringy.
DJ in the. They have like a whole private area. There's a DJ. I will tell him play Sandstorm.
You are so rich, it's unbelievable.
Cue it up. I wish.
Apparently, I have 100K in my checking, but you're sitting club.
That's what I hear from a reliable source.
From a source.
Is
Yeah,
it-
we know who that is. The guy who calls himself a betting expert on Twitter.
Dude, he bet
That's $2.
$2. Yeah,
But, you know, we don't unit shame, so
I
I'm
don't
not
use
going to
it
get into
shame,
that.
but I'm like, okay.
It's like,
That's in.
Yes, that's in. Zuccarello.
Let's fucking go!
All right. Yeah, follow State of Skol on socials. Listen to their show. Eli, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
All right, welcome back to It's a Bit. That was an absolute disaster with Eli, as always, but we're looking forward to the Vikings being in the playoffs, and we're hoping that you show up to Tom's Watch Bar on Sunday if you're not going to the game to watch the pregame with us. Once again, get there at 3 because there's probably going to be a shit ton of people there for the noon game. It's probably going to be busy. It's going to be buzzing. So Tom's Watch Bar with us, 3 p.m., Minneapolis. Be there. All right, final segment, something we said that we were going to bring back a while ago that we've done once, listener Q&A. We tweeted, posted everywhere, asking you guys what you wanted to hear us answer in terms of your questions. And we're going to fire a few off. So, Cam, read the first question for us.
First question is from @MarkFrench07 on Twitter. What's your thoughts on the Carlos Correa Twins deal?
Oh, well, Cam is the
I'll
residential, baseball guy. You should
and
do
you're
it.
wearing his
I,
jersey.
I threw on the Correa jersey today. Fucking hype.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
This is for all you bitches that claim to be Twins fans that shit on the poll ads for never spending money, and now they spent the most money they have ever spent, and you're shitting on this deal.
They had a second chance.
You
and
can
they
go
took it.
fuck yourself.
Well, they did. They were outbid the first 2 times, weren't they? So this
Right.
was the third time's the charm, I guess.
Yeah.
But we knew all along.
And
Credit
it's-
to the poll ads.
Honestly, that's
We-
such a, like, they won by waiting. You're right.
We
yeah.
know our player more than anyone else. And it came out that the injury that they were worried about was from 2014. He's
Yeah.
played 7 years since then.
So
the
did we
biggest-
find out the physical? What did he fail in the physical?
Everyone
It
thinks
was
it's like
his
the ankle, right?
Oh.
But the reason why it's such a big deal is because these teams are trying to sign him to a 10 to 12-year
Yeah.
deal, and
Yeah.
like they're worried about it giving out in the
Yeah.
10th or 12th year, right? Where
Yep.
a 6-year deal, you have one of the best players in baseball locked next
perfect.
6 years, no
Correct.
opt-outs in his prime.
And the best part about it is that it has vesting options, so that means that it could turn in, if we wanted to a 10-year, $270 million. So
Yeah.
if he was fine, we could turn it into 10 years. If
That-
both sides agree, I believe how that works.
And
but-
I love that amount of time. It's kind of like, well, Kirill's contract, 5 years. It's
Yeah.
that perfect sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, it's not small, short enough to where we're going to have to go through this whole song and dance shortly, but it's not long enough to where we could have like a Parisi, Suter, Joe Mauer situation.
Yeah.
Like, I hate those really long contracts. So this was a massive W. Am I right, Cam?
it is.
And
Okay.
the jerseys that we purchased drunkenly back in June still hold value.
They are back.
Yeah, they're back.
And they're still technically antiques because they're the former jerseys.
Because they're outdated now.
Yes.
God damn it. I forgot about that part.
The real quick, I just want to throw out this deal does not happen without Byron Buxton. The reason why I say that is because his contract's 7 years, $100 million with bonuses. He's so underpaid, but he took a team-friendly deal so we could do shit like this.
Yep.
So shout out to him.
Did you hear
Team
too?
guy.
I know this is going off from Carlos Correa. I guess we're in talks for Trevor Bauer.
I saw that too. And say what you want about Trevor Bauer, it is what it is.
Doesn't he still have to serve a suspension?
No, he already served.
No, he
it.
already
served
did.
it.
Okay.
So say what you want about him. Like I get it. Like it is what it is. But if we get him, our rotation just becomes that much better.
All I'm going to say about the Trevor Bauer situation is I haven't really looked into it, so
Me
I'm
neither.
not going to comment on it. But all I'm going to say in terms of a baseball player, he has been very good.
Yeah,
in the past.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. and he's eligible to play. So,
Yeah.
but Twins are. I was about to say Vikings. Twins are in on it.
The Vikings are in on it too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay, moving on here. The next question from Twitter is from @Snyder16Nate, and he's asking us, if you had to take a hit from someone and the only options were Harrison Smith and Ryan Reeves, who would you pick and why? So I guess really quick question for you guys. Like, if we were going to get hit by him, would it be in the respective sport, or would this just be like you're out in public and he's going to come and hit you? How do we handle this?
I think it would be wearing the equipment that they wear on the plane of land that they play on. So
their natural habitat.
Yes, ice or turf.
I'm a pretty decent skater, so I'm just gonna go with Ryan Reeves on that one. Not that he cannot fuck you up, but maybe he'll do it along the boards where the boards will absorb some of that fucking pressure. So that's what I'm gonna go with. But I just couldn't imagine getting just wrecked by Harrison Smith. Like he's he's bigger than fucking Ryan Reeves too. Harrison Smith.
Cam, check that.
I don't know.
Check that.
You search.
they're both big.
I can search Smith. You want to search?
Depends, but but Reeves could generate more power with more momentum on skates.
More speed too on skates.
Velocity and
but again, if he hits you on the boards will absorb a lot of that energy.
Yeah. Reeves is 6'1", 225.
6'1", 225. So Smith is 6'2", 213.
Yeah,
okay, so
they're
pretty
both
similar
the same,
build.
Yeah.
I think
Reeves is huge.
it's tough because and then the word hit. Are you talking a punch? Because that's a drop.
I'm talking a hit.
Like a tackle.
Check.
Yeah. Oh God, I got to take Smith only because I watched what happened to the Red Wings player who got hit by Revo, and I saw his body make like an infinite sign, like that icon where like half of it's up here and the other half's down here, and there's bending going on. That's what the guy's body did. So I'm gonna choose Harrison Smith only because. But then again, I'm not a decent skater like you. Now let's say this: if it's open ice, are you still sticking with that same answer?
No, because if he gets that momentum behind his skating and he's going 20 miles per hour, I'd rather take a Harrison Smith hit.
I'll stop talking after this, but I'm gonna take a Smith hit over a Revo hit open ice. But if it's against the boards, for sure, like Revo over Smith.
Okay, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I'd probably just take a Ryan Reeves hit. I think it would actually be worse than a Harrison Smith hit, but I'm fucking crazy, so I'd just say Ryan Reeves.
Wouldn't it be cool to get hit by a Hall of Famer though?
Is he a Hall of Famer yet, though?
Harrison Smith.
I mean, he will be.
He will be.
No, Revo's in our Hall of Fame.
But Revo's going to be a Hall of Famer. You never know when they win the Cup this year. Knock on wood.
Never know.
No, I'm going to take a Revo hit, 100%.
I'm taking Revo just because Ryan Reeves is love.
Yeah,
Ryan
he's
Reeves
your guy.
is life.
You got
his
jersey.
But and also, if I died from that hit, I wouldn't want anyone else to kill me besides Ryan Reeves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Good to
taking
know.
that one.
Yeah. All right, Jake. Next question.
The next question is asked from Zender Dillon on Twitter. If you could say anything, and I mean anything, to Aaron Rodgers after the Packers lost this Sunday, what would you say? Cam?
Come back to me. I don't know yet.
I would say, please come back next year and play exactly how you played this year, because I think that the division would be easier for the Vikings to take again. And here's the thing, too. This might be Vikings fans might not like this. I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I don't. I think he's annoying, but I don't hate him.
You must love COVID.
I do.
Yeah, right?
Damn it.
You're anti-American.
Yeah, you're anti-American, as Bubba tried tweeting at me a couple years ago about whatever. I would probably say, take y'all ass home and smoke ayahuasca.
He probably will, too. So, yeah good for you.
Yeah, and then that will go into your bit. Then he'll play exactly the same as he did last year.
There we go.
My answer to him is there's this little town in Indiana called Indianapolis. There's a football team there without a quarterback, and if he went there for the right price, I'm not gonna scream or cry. I'd be okay with it.
That would be pretty unreal if he went to the
insane.
Colts.
My Packer fan friends were pissed off when I posted the edit of him in the Colts, and I'm like, hey, if anyone's ready to talk, I'm willing to talk.
Dude, I know that you have, like, from our OG days, a lot of your friends who are Wisconsinites, who are Packer fans, follow us, and I'm sure they've hated our Twitter account the last few days.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the ones who stuck around, because I bet a lot of them didn't in the early days. But what I'm going to say to that, to the whole Rodgers thing, is, like, imagine Ballard says the Colts GM is going to try to trade up for the number 1 pick. Imagine they get that. You have an old guy like Rodgers as a mentor. You have a second old guy like Ryan, who's also a mentor because we're stuck with him for a couple of years. I don't know, man. We could finally patch the Andrew Luck situation that is still an open hole since 2018.
So if the Colts, this is a question for you, if the Colts acquire that first overall pick, would you want to pick a quarterback, or would you not mind trading the first overall pick for Rodgers?
I think a quarterback.
Yeah, but would you rather pick one or just trade for Rodgers?
No, I can't see us do this whole veteran QB thing again.
Okay.
Like, Rivers was fun, Ryan was not very fun, and Foles was very not fun.
Yes.
So we need new blood.
Well, how about bring back Carson Wentz?
I miss Carson Wentz.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I thought he was
young.
fine up until that last game, and I think we just totally threw out. We basically buried his career by trading him again. So he's dead.
What would you say to Aaron Rodgers? I don't think we did that.
I have a love-hate relationship with him. I love some things about him, but I absolutely hate most things about him. But I would say please kindly go to Vegas so you could be closer to your family that doesn't love you, and I could watch you play with Devontae Adams and not root against you. Also, I don't want that haircut anywhere near Minnesota because it looks like you got in a fight with a wheat whip.
I think he's back to normal though. Now.
Yeah, I think
It's
he
about
shaved
time.
it.
Yeah,
But you'd
but
wear a
that's when they
hat
started
and
winning.
But after the ayahuasca in the offseason, it'll
Yeah,
carry
that-
over, and then he'll
that shit needs to stop.
Yeah, because when he put on a hat, it looked like there was like a spider coming out of his hat. Like
Yeah.
it was just disgusting.
It's a little scary.
It's gross.
All right, I will read off our next question from our very own Nick Lewis 37. Who can finish the most McGolden Lights in 30 minutes? Okay, so I actually thought about this a little bit ahead. I think out of all of us, Cam probably drinks the most beer.
Yes.
But do you have the most endurance? Because in Buffalo, you were done
I was
before Jake and I. But did you drink more beers?
I think I probably did. Like I was.
You were
sending-
pounding. We were all
I was-
pounding
I was
Coors
pounding.
Lights.
Yeah.
But that's not the question. It's Golden Lights,
Right, Golden
which are
Lights.
which are better than Coors Lights.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Coors Light's the worst light beer ever. But
Guys just going
God,
after
I
him.
fucking hate Coors Light.
In front of Miller. Miller's the worst. Not.
Miller's better than Coors.
We normally get Goldens for our podcast, and I feel like I'm pounding the most, but it's not like we're having a competition. Because if you're actually having a competition, I feel like the experienced drinkers are actually going to show up for that.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll go next. I feel like if you're having a competition, like the type of beer doesn't matter as long as it's light beer.
But it's Golden Light.
I would probably go with myself. Probably not proud of that because I do probably drink the most, but it is what it is.
I would go with Jack or I just because we've done fraternity drinking, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's.
But then
the
again,
next level
though,
of drinking.
we're a little older now. I think if we were his age, we could easily take him.
Yes.
I could have taken him in
so
college.
us in our-
but
us in
now,
our prime, though.
No. Yeah. I'm fucking Aaron Rodgers now.
we all know it's not Jake.
No, it's not me.
Jake is, yeah.
Well, Jake, you just have it doesn't. I just feel like it doesn't take
Actually,
you as
it
much
might
to
be
get drunk,
Jake,
does
though.
it? No, because he has 2 or 3 beers. He's a little bit more buzzed than us when we have 2 or 3 beers. I think that helps.
It's not going to be
Because I don't drink as much like throughout the week. So if I did like right now start drinking, my tolerance would be far lower.
That's why
than you both.
Like it is what it is. I have at least a couple beers every night, so I feel like my tolerance is higher.
I think we
night?
just need to figure.
Yeah.
I think we just.
It's a lot of beer.
I'm not ashamed.
I think this is something we just need to figure out because people
can
forget.
prove this,
Jake and I did do the 993 challenge last year.
But again, that's different
I
because there's food
puked,
involved.
but yeah, food was involved. I tried down. My
Well, that
food
makes it even
strategy was
harder, though.
horrible.
I'm saying.
Let's have it's a bit 30-minute beer challenge. I'm in.
Let's do it.
You can consume the most in 30 minutes.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, I feel like McGolden Light.
Just asking for
They're
something.
obviously not going to promote binge drinking, but they like us enough. I feel like if we told them we were going to do a little contest, they might send us some complimentary, cases. Don't you think?
Yeah, maybe it's.
I think it was for a drink off. They're going to be out on that.
Yeah.
because that's the definition of
Damn it.
unresponsible.
alcohol poisoning.
But it's only 30 minutes. I mean, it would be hard to kill yourself without
Here's what
alcohol
we'll
in 30
do.
minutes.
We'll dump a bunch of McGolden Lights in empty Mountain Dew cans, and then we'll be like, we're having a Mountain Dew drink off.
Yep.
I did that once. Allegedly, I got to share this. Allegedly, I was at a demolition derby in Wisconsin, of course, and I was like, I think I was 19 years old, and I brought a Coca-Cola can, but I also brought a case of beer, and I drank my Coke, and then I would just dump beer in it the whole time. So people just thought I was drinking Coke.
That's
all
like
day.
some shit from It's Always Sunny when,
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
when they're dumping wine in the Diet Coke cans.
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
Funny.
We're gonna leave that one TBD. I think that one just needs to be proven.
Yeah.
True.
I think that's the only way to settle it. But I think my money is personally on Cam, at least now. When I was 22, I'd put it on myself. I couldn't do it now. But all right, Instagram. Oh, Cam, you read the next one. We're now crossing over into the Instagram land.
All right, our first comment from Instagram is, our first question, Spencer_lower, I think, 2019. You guys going to any Beauty League games this year? Let Jake answer that first.
I don't think they like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to like get something going with them. We started with that PA bit where I tried out or sent in a audition tape or whatever,
Which was incredible, by the way.
It was
great.
10 out of 10. I just rewatched that a couple days ago.
It was fun, and they wanted to do. It started off as conversations of them wanting to maybe me be the PA, but then it turned into maybe you could be a PA for certain things. Well, then it turned into we don't want you to be the PA, but we'd still love you guys to come down there, maybe do some things, and then nothing else.
Yeah.
Kind of communication just kind of ended.
It
So I don't
sounded
know.
like the person in charge liked us a lot, but he has a committee. He or she has a committee to report to, and when we were
That's what
pitched to
happened.
the committee, they weren't fans of your boys
So,
here at 10K.
I think the person,
Allegedly.
the person I was talking with, I think loved us, got everything, but he or she definitely did not seem like they had the full control over everything.
And the Beauty League is a great league. They have top-notch players, especially Minnesotan players. And our very own Marissa Voss of Wild Takes, I think she does the socials, or she did do the socials last
she's
year
worked with
for
them, yeah.
the Beauty League. So.
I think just because the committee won't allow us to be officially involved doesn't mean we can't go to some games, though.
No, we could still go to. I think it'd be fun. I mean, they're right at Bramer, right down the road.
Yeah.
So,
But again,
you're in Edina. Yeah,
there would be a lot more odds of us at go if the Beauty League's like, yeah, you can interview a few players, you can do this or that for us. We can even let them put it on their socials. We wouldn't care. We would encourage it actually.
We're just a little restrictive on what we can do when we go there.
Yeah.
Right? So that's where we're like, okay, well, going there as spectators, we could always film some bits, but we'd love to go there to interview the players because that's what the league is about. It's having fun and just shooting the shit, with these high-end hockey players.
Exactly. Great league though.
Yeah. Great league, beautiful.
Beautiful league.
Beautiful league. It's a great league.
Next up, we got Nick Peterson. Ooh, I wonder if that's related to
Or
Eli
Peterson,
from State of Skol. Well, yeah, I guess. Spelled with a D.
Is
though.
that related to Jerry and Daddy Eli?
I think, isn't Eli with a T?
No, he's at the D.
No, he's
Peterson.
Is he Pedersen?
I
He's
thought
Peterson
so.
with a T.
Oh, damn it.
see, yeah.
Well, when he applied, it was Pedersen. I swear to God. But Nick Peterson, or Peterson, is asking, what is the best MN sports moment in the last 30 years? To me, that's easy. It's the Minneapolis Miracle. It was so... I mean, that never happens to Minnesota teams. I was in shock. Again, I think it was like the number 2 moment in NFL history when they ranked the top 100 moments. So, I mean, that's mine.
For mine, it's a miracle. It's not even close.
So mine is like, I know everybody was going to be choosing the Miracle. So I wanted to, well, yeah.
You know what? Sorry,
it's a popular answer.
Sorry,
I
this
do
says
one
last
besides.
30. I think someone changed that. It was actually last 10 is what Nick asked.
See, that's what I was seeing. I said
Yes.
last 30, but I'm like, it's definitely the last 10.
No,
So,
last 10 years is the actual
That
question.
changes. Okay, that changes my
Yeah,
answer.
so that's why it was a miracle.
yeah, so it would I wrote down like 12 of them, not to list them all off, but just to jog my memory and think if there was like one like beyond the Minneapolis Miracle, because it's obviously the Minneapolis Miracle, but I think a lot of people's moments is the Minneapolis Miracle, which is totally appropriate. It probably is truly mine. I'm just trying to think of something outside of it. And 10 years. I really do think that Gophers win over Penn State when they went 9-0 was unbelievable.
That's a
Absolutely
close.
unbelievable.
That's
For me, growing up watching the team just be shitty, and for them to be 9-0, beating a top 10 team at home like that was unfucking believable. And this is the last 10 years we're talking, since January of 2013. So
It's a great moment, but I don't even know if it's top 3.
what's top 3?
I mean, just off the top of my head, Vikings and Buffalo this year. Vikings against the Colts, biggest comeback in
no,
NFL
that one doesn't
history.
count.
Yeah, I mean, Vikings Colts is on the list. I'm just trying to sheer away from
You
the
beat an
Vikings
interim
a little
coach. You
bit.
beat a broken team. That doesn't
Like,
count.
as much as we shit on the Vikings, they've given us the best moments, but they've also given us the worst.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like the Minnesota Wild, it's not like they do anything special in the playoffs. Same with the Wolves. You're gonna look at like playoffs in terms of biggest moments, and
I did write down the 2014 Nino Niederreiter scoring the game winner.
okay, that was good.
Go to the second round 'cause that
Against
was
Colorado,
the
right?
first time they made it to the second round since 2003 at that time, and that was I remember I was
If we're
running
talking-
around my living room.
Dude, that game was unreal. I remember Jared Spurgeon tying it up with a great hezzy at the end of the third period, and then Nino Niederreiter going bar down to win that game. I was jumping up and down so much.
That was just insane.
The Granlund goal when he was basically on his stomach.
Game 3. Yep.
Yeah.
That was, they were down 0-2.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was the forced game 7, I think.
Yeah.
No, they were down 0-2, and then that was to win the first game.
Oh,
of the
yeah, that's
series.
right.
Yeah.
I just remember
That's
freaking out at
insane.
that one as a kid.
That one was so fun.
Wasn't it 0-0 that game and he scored? It was
Yeah.
like 1-0
It was
after he
1-0
scored
in
that?
overtime.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
Great
Unreal.
moment, yeah.
Yeah, I for me personally, I guess I have to say that I think the Miracle, even though I'm not even an official Vikings fan, second favorite team guy, I still think the Miracle is just insane just to witness that. But close number 2 would be when the Wild beat the Ducks in a shootout in December. No, I'm kidding.
that was amazing.
That was sick as fuck. All right, final.
Actually, you could do too. I guess like a drafting of a player. I guess in the last 10 years, so like a Kirill Kaprizov or someone like that, Jefferson, or even Buxton. Right? Was that even 10 years ago? Or was that over 10 years at this point?
That was like
right around that mark.
I think that was 2012.
Oh, what about when Thigala hit it to 2 feet to get 2-for-1 beers on Sunday?
Oh, and
the 3M Open.
And Adam Hadwin did it too.
Yeah,
God bless him. That's a Minnesota moment because I was at the 3M Open.
It happened at the 3M.
You don't have Minnesota teams in golf.
I think okay. So realistically speaking about the 3M Open, I think like if someone holed out on 18 to win by like a stroke, I think you add that into one of Minnesota's top sports moments. Something like that happened.
Yeah.
No, I mean they need some more. So yes, yeah I agree.
Yep. All right. I can just read the final question from Facebook. Lily Curry, favorite Wild player and why? I can start. Pretty obvious. Mine's Marc-Andre Fleury. Obviously, he's a future Hall of Famer, but the way when people always ask why I love him so much, it's because I fucking hated him in 2019, the playoffs against Vegas. He is solely, him and Alex Tuck, the sole reason we did not advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup Finals. We probably, who knows, might have gotten there that year based on the competition that was in the way, and played Montreal in the final. And that was Vegas instead of us, and it still hurts. And the reason why I personally believe that we did not make it was because Fleury was lights out. And then when we acquired him, I'm like, fuck yeah. Now he's same with Revo. I hated Revo too. Hated him in Vegas, hated him in New York. He comes here, now I love him. So that's why I like Fleury.
I mean, for me, it's like this question should come with the caveat as besides
current
Kaprizov.
Or former.
Yeah, I guess.
Current.
Yeah.
See, that's what they never specified.
They didn't. Okay.
I thought it was current.
That's how I interpret it, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so let's each say a current and former. So I'll say a former.
Okay.
I think it's Koivu. I at least for me, I mean, I don't go back as far as you guys with the Wild. I mean, I've been a lifelong fan, but I didn't care as much until like I was in more of middle school, high school. And Koivu was just always there. He was always the captain. He was always the foundation of the squad. And it obviously proves how big of an impact he had on the team because his numbers hung up right next to number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my answers.
There we go. I want to go with current Kaprizov, obviously. If I didn't do Kaprizov, it would be Fleury. And then former, it's going to be Wes Walsh. When I was a little kid and he retired, I actually cried. I remember I was heartbroken. I've watched when he retired, like a pump-up video was made of his career. I swear to God, I am 50% of those views. I would watch before every single hockey game I went to growing up. So, yeah, my former favorite player would be Wes Walsh.
Jake?
I think my current definitely is probably Kaprizov. I've always been biased towards netminders. Like, Marc-Andre Fleury is a fucking beauty. But Kirill Kaprizov. But I think former, man, it has to be Marian Gaborik. I mean, he was so fucking fun to watch. But like I was obsessed with Manny Fernandez though.
He was a beast, yeah.
And did that do?
I thought you were gonna say him.
That Rolison Fernandez tandem was so fun to watch. I think Rolison might have actually been maybe even a little better than Fernandez, but I just fucking love Fernandez. I don't know why.
And the fact that Fernandez is Jacques Lemaire's nephew, that's crazy too.
That was just insane. But Marian Gaborik was just a fucking beaut to watch.
No, honorable mention Ryan Carter, just because
he's been on the.
He's such a beauty now.
Nate Prosser, he's also been on the show. There we go.
T. Laxonen
and Dubnyk too. Just because at the height of his career, at least, just like you used to as a kid, like I latched on to goalies too.
Yeah,
and Dubnyk was always the shit.
Dude was great in Minnesota, and I would love to get him on the show now that he works for BSN.
Yeah, dude.
Dubes.
My current favorite is Reeves, obviously.
Yep. Or Sam Steele.
It's kind of the same thing as Jack. Is like I hated him before, but he is Pat Bev on skates, as I've said. So that makes me love him.
Really
now
quick
that he's here.
too, if you go to YouTube, watch the Beyond Our Ice. They show Revo's story, and they show some never before seen mic'd up stuff, and it's fantastic.
I need to watch that.
It's really there's I'm not to hijack. There's a clip where he just is like going through the locker room and like yelling everyone's name, and he just walks up to Connor Dewar and just yells in his face and doesn't say anything else.
And Dewar just doesn't react.
Yeah.
I would say former. Either it's honestly a tie between Gaborik, because that's just kind of who I grew up watching, or kind of a dark horse is Pierre Marc Bouchard.
Dude,
That's a great
his
one.
slap
Loved
shot
him.
was unreal.
He was so fun to watch.
Brian Rolston.
Remember Pierre Marc Bouchard? He was famous for doing the spinoramas during the shootouts.
Yeah.
Dude,
he was the
but
best.
I think he definitely by far had the highest number on the Wild. The 96 was just so recognizable back then. I mean, nines, in the old fucking font.
Oh, I miss those jerseys. Every time I see someone at the X with them, I'm like, we need to get back to this at some point, right?
I hated that Bill Guerin was not about that. When one of us pitched bring back the old
He's like,
jerseys,
no.
he was like, no, I like the new ones.
Disagree.
I think
agree to
if
disagree.
they keep doing these reverse retros, eventually they'll switch back to it.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I love that we do North Star stuff every now
For
and
sure.
then, but like let's now we're getting further and further into team history where we can start paying homage to the first teams that came through in team history, right?
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for submitting your questions. And definitely when we bring this back, submit everything and anything. We'll answer it as long as it's not completely outrageous. But this has been another episode of It's a Bit presented by 10,000 Takes. Make sure to follow us on all socials, 10K Takes. View all of our awesome blogs, 10ktakesmn.com, and make sure to listen to all of our other pods, the Vikings pregame, as well as showing up to our Vikings watch party this Sunday at Tom's Watch Bar at 3 o'clock in Minneapolis. But that is another episode of It's a Bit, folks. Thanks so much for supporting us as always, and we'll see you next week.